This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV suye mamu nyina akwa ban fambra so na Kevin Taylor so Ama Abebrese mu watete ni si kro Ama Abebrese akwaka se omaya yewo mu aye oman fon oman Ghana and ye dey allegations ya sheda ye obihu documentary for access for grace ehun aya bonnet house bo ekwo wie echi na ban ba power ya manu appointment na say nyo man bi aye oman fon te se Ghana kasa do yin na Kevin Taylor say wo na okura ho anani mu beast of no nation kura he na obem em say jama tracing bi pe na obem Ama Abebrese wo allegations amafo wo de fa ho no bebi tra kra Osi Kissi Adjabeng he chakwa no oye 419 ono furata ontim fa na Ghana ontim nya hwe ontim prosecute ontim nya na hwe o dada Ghana for keke osi intim fojo ye so ye hi Kevin Taylor
Adjabeng is lying to you people. Now, before Ebeko, Assembly person catch them when they know any SML scandal. OSP slapped 78 charges on Oforiatta, former GRA boss. Me say, court case now kono onwini obwa. He is not going to win. Kissi Adjabeng is lying to you. He is playing on your conscience. Kissi Adjabeng is never going to bring Ken Oforiatta to Ghana. He is not going to cooperate with the Attorney General. He is not going to give you anything. Kissi Adjabeng played you. Case die. Kissi Adjabeng, he has played you people. He said, "I say, why not you say the officer be intimidated to be a okay wasama I'll arrest you. Okay wasama I'll question you." That's left with him. Only bibia bium asa. Kissi Adjabeng has nothing left. Right now, the strategy is or the office no ebe intimidate him. The office you people gave him to sit and serve, you know. He's now going to use it to intimidate. That's all. O can ask my way, o can ask my question way, or the office in the table. Kissi Adjabeng has nothing. 78 charges on Ken Oforiatta and the rest. It will not go anywhere. He is not ready to bring Ken Oforiatta in. Oh, you Cham say he's going to charge Ken Oforiatta in absentia. On charge Ken Oforiatta abroad waha. He knows Ken Oforiatta is not going to come back again. He knows he's not going. Ken Oforiatta is not going to come back again. He knows. Inti Kissi Adjabeng so court obwa court no konantenante okwa onye bibia. Matekran po se court no bibia o won pe obeso change no. O se yon pe judge no. Kissi Adjabeng krokoro kan drama cantata Sergeant B e no de moye. Kissi Adjabeng wa tro script ato Sunday bia onim de obeye. Kissi Adjabeng won wa tro script ato amamo. You people should understand what he's doing to you. Kissi Adjabeng is lying to you people. Onye ready so be prosecute obia. Onim sam ye de da mu bejai. Ye benya nkwasiafo bi mo makopa ache wa ma no. Ye beje jimifo bi mo aka se we de nyame na ye nyame na oma. We de akwara mo man fa nche. Kissi Adjabeng onfa mo ho. Kissi Adjabeng nim sam wa jimi. Kissi Adjabeng o play mo. Masa. Ken Oforiatta is not coming to Ghana. Kissi Adjabeng will not bring him. I am telling you, prepare your mind for that. Kissi Adjabeng, a special prosecutor of Ghana, he is not going to use the office to intimidate anyone who speaks against him. Hey, wow, but can I say more radio? So, oh, the oil, you say, Pebu said, you say, okay, but me say, Anka Ghana na metia, Anko Kasabu Hiamo, or Hiami to come and answer questions. Kissi Adjabeng, Ghana na metia, Anko Bay issue statement say, I have said something. Let him come and Oba also have arrested you. Kissi Adjabeng is going to intimidate you people. He will intimidate everybody. Kissi Adjabeng on the side chain at you. Ubgana so. Once upon a much and don't think Kissi Adjabeng so. Will be intimidating munina. Akronfo amu wo ni akronfo amu nim. Wa kamu nyina mafra. Kissi Adjabeng de my jollof. Or the my gobe. Wa maximum. Or the awonafo gari atwa so. Wa yen say ya na odi egu so. Obe frustrate mo. On to me kwa we. It is better we get that in our head. As far as Kissi Adjabeng is the head of the OSP office, nothing will happen. Kissi Adjabeng, I want to show him something today. When it comes to a year Akwa case, and the many BB Kasibia, make sure DB. OSP 6 transfer of case against Mustafa Hamid, 10 others to new court. You see, OSP, maybe I'm going to do some job on the OSP. Recently, I was in Ghana to do something. Maybe check OSP Adibia Najui. And it's just a tip of what I'm about to do. On the case against Mustafa Hamid, Edini Pateno, the report, the investigations now OSP, we about 70% free. T. Whatever OSP has filed, Kissi Adjabeng, where you nipa by 4 every the case, the Bumusan is adentra. They are not prosecution witnesses, so he has taken them out of the case. The investigations are there are some vital people in the investigations our son could prosecute you. Sa court no koya under Mustafa Hamid, Kissi Adjabeng, he has taken some people out. And the investigations, he has taken some out and decided, say, Omu to me walking on to me chain you down, Omuna audio court. Omu onim se, Omu to me abuano manel at nearly Mustafa Hamid mu down, where you mo free. You know, Mamancho, Monfro Kissi Adjabeng Embra, Nami Ridi Adjabeng. In a report, when they interrogated everyone involved in this matter, and the final report, I'll come and show you that. That in Yabutre, or China na Thursday, may reading in Achel. You'll be shocked. About a document in a Kutano court, It's a document in bois. You see this? Let me read this with you. This is in the report, The show the Kissi Adjabeng on Kanokre. Sa nyoma we nyina we yini nyina efrim. We yini pa bebre efrim. And he has this document. Document you am reading or document and it's on file. However, Perry Okujato denied ever discussing party funding issues with Mustafa and that he has never engaged Jacob or anyone for that matter to raise funds for the purpose. This denial by Perry Okujato feeds into the evidence that Mustafa. Wait. Let me see something here first. Let me read this one first. Now read this with me. Make sure report no and I make no. He has taken all these things out. Let me read the way first. Dr. Abdul Hamid further admitted that Mustafa Hamid admitted that sometime in 2023 or 2024, Mustafa Hamid, when they interrogated him, this is the official document of Gina so the filing the case. He has taken a lot of things out. But he didn't have make sure peace has been there. He said you're being a serious guy. Dr. Abdul Hamid further admitted that sometime in 2023-2024, he and Perry Okujato instructed Emua to solicit funds from industry stakeholders to support his party's political campaign activities. Mustafa Hamid, during the interrogation of OSP officer, answers no ojitu mu say ono ene obi a friend Perry Okujato ana oni ne adwuma omo instructed abrante be friend Amwa say on gigi sika every OMCC no na omo de kwai sponsor Bawumia campaign, MPP campaign. Now, when you go for it, says, as a result, Amwa remitted 1 million Ghana cedis to 1.5 million monthly to him as proceeds from the fund raised. You see, every month from 2023 to 2024, now Amwa no to me raise almost 1.5 million Ghana from the oil marketing companies. Hey, hey, yeah, the support to Bawumia campaign, yeah, the support to campaign. Wait, our report. The interrogation, Mary didn't make sure Kissi Adjabeng obwa. I was in Ghana. I took every document from him, Kissi Adjabeng. He sent it to a lawyer, and I call lawyer. No, that means lawyer didn't come. And a lawyer said, "Hey, take this guy is crazy." Now, when you read further, he says this. However, he stated that he could not confirm whether Amwa made similar payments to other directors within the NPA. Or say onim say 1.5 million a month na e dey bre no Amwa kwadije no onim say so obi so the department wa na Amwa etwa sika ni bi ma no. Into admit say every month bi ano na oil marketing companies no etwa sika through Amwa to go and support Bawumia's campaign, MPP, the party. 1.5 million every 30 days. Now reading the last paragraph, I'll say, finally, Dr. Abdul Hamid disclosed that he owns 2 houses, one located in Tamale and the other at Ajirigano in Accra. Inti Mustafa Hamid Nakacham so Odam Yenu Bakwa Tamale and Bakwa Accra. That's fine. Mese Osemebua Ochina unreleased statement. I am going to publish the whole interrogation. Every single person I'm interrogating, I'm going to publish everything. Hey, Kissi Adjabeng. Now, I'm mentioning another part of the investigations. Kissi Adjabeng. Momo Bodam. Muni Madi Obabe Yemwa. Now, let me read this. What is the Ghana or Muni information? Now, however, Perry Okujato denied ever discussing party funding issues with Mustafa and that he has never engaged Jacob or anyone for that matter to raise funds for the purpose. Papa na Mustafa Hamid admitted say or no energy sika no ono say on Mustafa Hamid ndi nkomo bia NGG sika bia ma Mustafa Hamid. Hamid ka kire OSP under oath say papa we no manage sika in a month or be 1 to 1.5 million cedis the breno. Amwan Perry na Mustafa ka say ono ne amwan e no. Perry ni say ono oni bibia amwan GG sika bia ma no. But at least Hamid admitted say o ma amwa instructions say on GG sika no. Yanko enim. Now, this denial by Perry Okujato feeds into the evidence that Mustafa never asked Jacob to raise funds from OMCs for political support and that the monies paid by the OMCs are indeed bribes collected by Jacob for his colleagues and for his personal benefit, as earlier admitted to in his interview and statement. Into all these are things that Mustafa Hamid, Perry Okujato, Amwa and the other guy, they admitted in their interview and statement. It's on record. Now, the second paragraph. The NPA officers mentioned by Jacob as beneficiaries of the monthly sharing of monies collected from OMCs are as follows. Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid, every month, near 3 million cedis. 3 million cedis. They take the monies from the OMCs every month. This on record during the interview. Mustafa Hamid was getting 3 million cedis. Curtis Perry Kwabla Okujato, he was making 800,000 cedis every month. Mustafa Hamid's 3 million, 30 Ghana, no 30 billion. Every 30 days. Ya just ask no oil marketing companies no say mon fan come o Mustafa Hamid or sorry come party. Or sorry come ba Bawumia campaign. 30 billion every 30 days. Oba Perry Okujato ono so no onya saying 800,000 30 Ghana no 80 billion. Just say sikari ko na me hu dia menka. Just asori dan ma. Obi te say eye Linda Boama Asante, 500,000 Ghana, 30 Ghana, no 5 billion every 30 days. Haruna Kamel, 340,000, 30 Ghana, no 340. Dominic Abuaji, Esunya 100,000 a month. And Isaac Jack Plate, 70,000 every 30 days. Except Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid. All the officers denied receiving the above mentioned amount or any money at all from Jacob. Yeah? Sankofone ebo mudini nyina no obia so wanjiska. Mustafa Hamid kwa na jitu so jiska. Mustafa Hamid on under oath during the interview and statement no onun kwa na jitu say yes every 30 days na meje 3 million. Na meje 3 million Ghana cedis every OMCs. In the report, about 28 OMCs were paying monies to Mustafa Hamid. We are talking in excess over 80 million. I'll show you. Monkanche OSP said Kevin Taylor has shown a document here. Samebua or Chanopa, Uncle Twitter and Uncle Chose Kevin Taylor is lying. I am bringing the bigger one. And I'm going to come show you something deadlier. Mr. Kissi Adjabeng, Mon Pamono. He's not going to help you. He's covering up for some people. Even in the MPA case, I am going to put some questions to him. Why some people who are in there, we know and we have evidence against, why did he take them out of the prosecution? I was saying, at a point in life, and I say at a point in the life of Ghana as a nation, we had a president na owa akonya yetamusi kamu edenante Ghana mamu remfi. Sa president no and our appointee MPP for you parliament in there. Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo at a point our Ghana brabum no na otam akonya edi CV18 or the akonya ni CV8 ma yawo insuo na esi ho and ye bie AC no akodu 16 shield and na nipa da seni nam form na Akufo-Addo ne MPP nkofo am te parliament ya almost ended the omu nyansa omu debate no sa nkwasiafo nyina supported this action. Do not forget. So there's nothing about these people in parliament calling themselves minority. There's none of them who is intelligent. None of them for 8 years. What Akufo-Addo is doing is wrong. So when you see these piglets in parliament making noise to say they are against this, they are against that, and that this is not right, don't listen to them. They could not tell a short man that carrying a chair around the nation for 8 years wasn't good for the nation, and that it was an embarrassment to the presidency. The 87 fools in parliament today, they all looked on, and at a point they even defended this action in parliament. So as a Ghanaian, do not take these people in parliament calling themselves MPP serious. None of them. They are all a bunch of hypocrites, idiots, who always think it's a Ghana for Jimmy. We forget easily. We cannot forget. And we will keep reminding Ghanaians of Nyoma Omabeya that has landed them where they are today. We should not forget. So China, the two command we will sit in Ghana and they will do 10 times of what they did. So let's not forget. They could not put a young man, a short man, they could not speak in his face. Nam ko fani patenti ana obi o wache Akufo-Addo ed ne ba oje so betima kan anim. Nana do Dankwa Akufo-Addo why se poma. These fools could not tell him that what you are doing is going to affect us. They hailed him. They went to the Jubilee House. Every morning they went to suck his dick. They were licking his butthole. Everybody had something good to say about a short man who acted like a devil. None of these creatures in parliament today debating was a man or woman enough to speak as a Ghanaian, a patriotic citizen who is intelligent enough to make laws for us. So nobody should take these actors, these sycophants, these unpatriotic, they're ingrates, serious in any discussion. I don't respect any of these people who, in the name of we are politicians, we are minority, we are speaking for Ghana. These are deadly hypocrites. No more beyond serious. Professor Gyampo, any one gentleman called a year Dumfe. Dr. Dumfe. Now, it's been a story, a running story, and the you see, and it happened on TV3 show. So, an issue happened. There was some kind of altercation, and I say confrontation between Mr. Gyampo, Professor Gyampo, and this man called Dr. Dumfe. In Ghana, sometimes, as some bar. We need to take our time and look at the issues critically. Now, I would like to say this on authority. Before I address this issue, I want to say this. As a dad to two beautiful girls, as a husband, as an uncle to a minyanomoma, as a brother and as a friend, I will never sit on this my platform and defend anybody, why bonny. I want you to put that in your head. Now, as I'm not a see TV3, it was about say na show koso, and man be a friend of Dr. Dumfe. Started to speak in a way that everybody was shocked. Now, the video is there. You share video no. Now you ask yourself, say, so share video we are say, what did Professor Gyampo say? Ema Dr. Domfe behave the way he has behaved or he behaved on national television. The comments he made. And Ubeka say, Edia Sem ena Gyampo Kanya Ema a whole doctor. That's why we keep saying a whole doctor. Ejina TV so eye nyoma or ye no. Now remember, sometimes asemba you need to look at asem no be free any be a echo and son of a comment. As much as you might be a friend or like one of the people involved in the matter, no, you need to also be rational to look at the issue critically before you comment. As some way see, and I've taken my time to listen to the critics problem with Mr. S. Get me that video. And when Gyampo was making his submission on the show, no, I didn't see or hear it from any part of his commenter. Now, personally, he was attacking a man where friend Dr. Domfe. If say Anka Gyampo a single out Domfe, and Anka Ebia or use some derogatory or an insulting statement to be on his person, and I personally attacked him. Anka all of us are omo amushe show ni nyina no. Anka be sin there, Anka man for the sa part no abeto TV so said, this is what Professor Gyampo did or said exactly about this manner. Now, are you part of the panelists? And it may be a man way, yes, sir. Now, when you go back and you watch the submissions, and the most interesting thing is, just Gyampo and Domfe. You see, it would have been easy for you to draw a conclusion in favor of Domfe if it was just Domfe and Gyampo on that show. But the funny thing is, there were about 5 people or 4 people who were panelists on the show. And when Gyampo was speaking, I think even before he spoke, he had told the host to say, it's about time we also spoke because some people have been given the opportunity to speak. Meaning, before Gyampo spoke, a lot of people on the platform they were part of the conversation. They had spoken. They have made comments. They had already spoken imagining. They've spoken their mind. They have analyzed the issues before Gyampo was given the opportunity to speak. So if Gyampo speaks and he makes reference to what Nico panelists for Aka, I don't think say any of the panelists they should take it personal because it wasn't even about Ononkwa and Domfe. And I said Ononkwa and Bento. Gyampo was addressing an issue about 3 people Edin can make a comment about. And I believe Gyampo did not agree with all of them. I think he might have agreed with some of them and disagreed with some of them. Or maybe he might have disagreed with everybody on that platform, especially when it came to that specific topic they were discussing. Now, for a whole doctor to sit on national television, to take things so personal. Abra, mene wu nyina yako school. Bro, for mo nyina yeti asiye. The conclusions they were all making nyina yehu ye no. You ask yourself, say, how does the so-called doctor no, bro, for no mo kano, oti asiye saying, how does he understand the English language? Because every single day when people sit on different shows, now almost discuss issues, now almost we see it a lot. People, at the end of the day, they are low blows or low punches. Some people sometimes are even direct. But when Gyampo was speaking, I didn't hear any statement that he made categorically directing it to Eddie and Domfe. Now, this is a program where matured, intelligent minds have met. Say, Obi Kreka, sometimes say you feel, say, he disagrees with you or disagreed with you on your point that you made. You need to also have another opportunity to do what? To banter or to address the issue in a subtle, intelligent manner. Nipanbe will say, oh, in fact, you are responding to what I said early on. But you see, I believe say, Obi to say Dr. Domfe, from what I saw, and from the video I watched, I said they also share, I don't think he is matured enough to be having such conversations with such people on such big platform. That is my opinion. I don't think he's matured emotionally. I don't think he's matured intellectually. I don't think he has that composure, mental composure to sit with people who can take what we call criticism of their own comment or whatever. I don't think he has gotten to that level. What did Gyampo say wrong in that conversation? Then a Gyampo can it's out of place. This guy calling himself a doctor, a lecturer, ends up going and attacking him on TV because he feels to say Obiaka Setiano. Let me tell you one thing. Dr. Domfe is a child, an emotional, silly kid who has some gray hair around his face. He is not intelligent enough to sit among men who basically think through or have emotional control over issues they are discussing. This Dr. Domfe is one lazy ass nigger who basically cannot control himself on TV. And it hurts me that people like these are walking around the nation with this doctor thing hanging around their necks, fooling themselves from campus to campus, making it look like they have read some foolish book, so people like us should listen to them. Ushe adia ekofa ntokwa we buy na otum say don't fe Jimmy. I'm being blunt. Now you see, the trick here is that don't fe no every single time abe hunso kasebia na bi oti Peace FM. Na bia oti inkwasi show bi so Facebook. Na bia Facebook and Zoom and odi phone atare denim. He has never gotten people who are so smart to tell him, say, no, your analysis or your comments when it comes to this particular topic, you are not showing maturity and you are not making sense, in a diplomatic way, He does not understand why somebody should tell him, say, he is not intelligent, he is not emotionally matured to even sit amongst men to discuss such sensitive issue. It's wrong. The type of conversation has always been Peace FM. Into not Facebook. Or Zoom TV communicator. They be a friend Zoom and not Zoom. So yes. Oh, BB. Nobody challenges his foolish intelligence. And the moment he sits among professors, people who can sit, analyze, read you when you are speaking, and come to a conclusion and punch holes in your weak mind, it makes him very uncomfortable and he starts to exhibit the highest form of foolishness and mediocrity. And no na akwa we exhibiting on TV so atasa jimi way. Because how can such a person who has no emotional control stand before students in a tertiary institution to teach them? Because we all listen to what the professor said, and I don't see anywhere, and I didn't hear anywhere where he was making a direct statement, and I say he was directly insulting Domfe. Because Gyampo has been on countless platforms and he has never insulted anybody. He hasn't even made a statement. Ama Abebrese Kissi. In the first place, if you are not emotionally prepared and intelligent, you cannot sit and discuss national issues, because you need to understand that somebody is going to question your level of intelligence. And Akwaweno or your Peace FM Zoom TV communicator, listen to somebody like that. You say, oh yeah, doctor, economist. This guy is dumb. On a Facebook show, and I'm afraid, oh, doctor, now when he's saying, Tiena analysis, sign crasi for radio, no koswa, young question, no. Or now, Introducing say he's making sense. The moment he sits with people who can question his intelligence, he gets jittery. Sakwawe in 2024, these are some of the things that he posted. When mad people were posting nonsense on social media, George Domfe, these were the things he was reposting on social media. Such a dog, such a foolish dog, such a fool with no credibility, such a stupid fool we are allowed to sit in 2024. This foolish guy. And you see, Sometimes we allow these animals, we give them too much space in the name of intellectuals, academia. Majority of them are foolish. And Domfe is a first-class idiot. Yeah, Kwasiebia friend Adam Samuel. Kwasiebia and Hufibi. Every posting Kwasiasem. This George Domfe guy reposted it. What was his mission? What was his reason for doing that? Because Kwasiebi can't in Sembia only basis. Some stupid jandam. Akwa and Hufi or Tia social specie. Akwa and Hufi way I be posted on Facebook and you call yourself a doctor. You call yourself an intellectual. Then you go on Facebook and say, I am going to repost 2024 November. Now, Kwasiawe and Hufi we have a TV so say, I am not an MPP communicator. I am not Jimmy Niwe, and we allow such people to be sitting on TV and on radio. Kwasiawe are there betting almost on my platform will be the program. Oba be Jinawa Kasa na the party vote ye. With Jimmy. Domfe is a first-class fool. When Niminyansa. In fact, any media house that allows this guy to come sit there and discuss national issue, because this guy has no credibility. And once a Ghana Nibio Niminyansa was sit and say, Domfe, where Niminyansa. Nyansa pa e wasaku mwene Nyansa sa Jimmy we wono ene den. He does not cut it. Or your Peace FM commentator, or your Peace FM panelist. He can go on Peace FM and do that. Shows no more. But when it comes to serious issues, TV3 discussing issues, national issues, Jimmy said don't fair. Now didn't do that level no. His best submission is be on Peace FM. Okay FM, a horn and level ni do. A horn na omuntumin kinkai entin your maybe I say. For TV3, you don't do your checks. Jimmy Bia. Someone steady don't fair. On Tina program, Papa say be so that. This is his first time. On Tina program, Papa says so. Emma Obi scrutinizing intelligence. Embusa the questions. Into Jimmy Weno, he does not deserve to be sitting at that table. Now, Matisse or Kase, I TV3 4 or attack Gyampo no. Gyampo attacking no Obwa. Gyampo never attacked him. Gyampo never attacked him. In fact, you see. Or mentality to be say na Odin say or co program so akogu Gyampo enimase because of the issues be a see mrebi enti na adwene nyina no one Gyampo ne see so when you chan Gyampo has been able to move all the way to professorship. Gyampo being honest and intelligent, you know, he has a position whereby it is an envious position, an enviable position. Dia don't fair nyina na say wachira dia ontumi nko nanim. Why they also ye nyina no ontumi nya te se Gyampo mo. When you change Gyampo, onim so be we Gyampo. Intellectually, onim say he's not smarter like Gyampo. Out of pain, a hatred, and the positioning now, and the baby a Gyampo no, or shanu ho a. Why they also ye wiase bia aden a small boy we timenya professorship. Aden a small boy we krampo etimenya this position. A government has recognized him and placed him in one of the most sensitive agencies for him to head. And that is what he came with. Or your first class fool. And I don't think so, because when you're first class that. And we are not supposed to entertain such people. Rogue, unintelligent, emotionally immature people like Domfe to be foolishly exhibiting the highest form of first class foolishness on TV. No. Now, I want to address this matter. You see, on this platform, and the matter say MPP4, the only thing they are holding on to, you say, don't for Kwasi Adjabeng, say, Professor Odin Kwara, into the whole MPP from Bawumia to the last fool in the MPP. Yay! I want to say this on authority. Let me say this on authority. Me as a dad, me as a husband, me as Kevin Taylor, I will never defend any man. I mean, what evidence say or then Sake can oba against her will. I would never. And you know my platform. I will always rise against any man who in any way, because me, ye penko form bo ema Ghana. Me boa mbacha nipa bibiri Ghana. The only thing I don't do is I don't talk about it. I have helped people, different women. some of them, I don't know their background. I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are from. I don't know their tribe. I don't know their religious affiliation. I help a lot of women. And I will never sit on my platform and defend anybody. There's evidence to it. And evidence to the point whereby even the police or the security agencies to me at the Assemblea could do pointer. I was saying, this evidence is clear that Nipa way and then Saka or bar will molest or bar I will never use my platform to defend it. And I'm saying this because Gyampo is not my brother, he's not my friend. And say Gyampo aya bonea in terms of Ebia or the Saka be, and there's evidence to data. I would never sit on my platform and defend Gyampo, never. But as I sit here as a Ghanaian, and you, if you're going to be very open-minded, nobody in Ghana today has evidence at the Ghana Police Service or any security agency or any court against Gyampo. Say Gyampo Eden and Saka Oba, and I say we rape an underage girl, and I say Wakoye BBA our baby or Ghana. On record, the Ghana Police Service, they have evidence to prosecute Gyampo. So I will not sit here and blame people for things I don't have evidence to. And it is clear on record that there's no document in Ghana, a legal document, actually say, Obabi Nantip call Ghana Police Service, police station be or Ghana can say, Gyampo the Nsakame, Gyampo a rape me, Gyampo I am say. As I sit here, we have not seen any document like that. So we will never sit here, or I will never sit here and make it look like say, I dear many evidence to know, no matter because Kwasiebi, so sinti. That is what I have to do. What speak or no? I know that clearly say, Obi to say don't with Jimmy. The reason is that don't thinking say, or about TV3 show no so I'll be good Gyampo in my say. I'll be say Gyampo no right now in the history of the Republic of Ghana no. This don't fair. Obi him say and your doctor be no about TV sube Jimmy no. That is his resume. He can never run away from this. This Donfe guy cannot sit on any panel and judge a young person and say, we want to test you, we want to question you, your intelligence. No. Any program a Gyampo betina so akasebiano, that program, there's no credibility linked to that program. Omombe organizes our program, no, the Gyampo to swa, Donfe to swa. Now, Sanko no multi programs, no, they are as stupid as Donfe. Because if they don't see anything wrong with Donfe's actions on national TV, then it means say, equally, money don't for better program biasono. Jimmy to say don't fair. Now you see when this issue came, Donfe made a statement to say, Penyinia Odidin Kwara was a professor Odidin Kwara. And at this point, in any serious country, say Kromha, Anka Gyampo will have to take Donfe to court for him to prove himself, say, as seminar or kind of evidence. Metiano. If 100 girls come out today and say, Gyampo never die until they go to police station to lodge a complaint, I will see you, that woman, say, maybe you are not telling the truth. Until you go to the Ghana Police Service, until you go and make what? A complaint to say, Gyampo the Nsake kame, nami ole gono. But when you take to Facebook, when you take to Twitter, when you take to Instagram, or you go sit anywhere and say, Gyampo the Nsake kame, then people around you who are intelligent enough to understand issues. Jimmy. Now, if you're over 18, why haven't you gone to the police to make a case? Adentina, Gyampo den Nsake count, and Gyampo HRD University. The we are mature student. Why don't you go to the police? Because near to Kromha, and Obiko police ko catch police force R. Kelly den Nsake kano with evidence, and yet R. Kelly. Yet ya, and Obiko police, I can say, PDD, Eden and Saki Kamo, and a police for every dipano. So, what is stopping you from taking your evidence and your complaint to the police to tell a police force, say, a Gyampo and Saki coming? It's your best son or your bar. No, but social media now, but tell me because Gyampo, Eden and Saki come here. Bear maybe to be because you saw a giant training. If you say on him, say, Sadia now, okay, cano, Nadam for Crano, Kakaobe to the Biatoneso. That is the most dangerous thing. And we as Ghanaians, I say Kevin Ametihi, I need to make sure, say, when it comes to issues about rape, molesting, harassing a woman, you need to come with evidence before you indulge yourself in such conversation. Now, look at this statement from a lady, a friend, a year. I'm saying, friend, Ama Abebrese. Now, You see, there's a reason why there sometimes, when we are hard on some people, and a man for begin say, yempe nipa bi asem. But it is because of some of the things we do, our actions, the hypocrisy that follows our actions. Now, lady, we yourself friend Ama Abebrese, maybe they have a friend Flamingo. Why is a flamingo? Now, Obetro Bibi was Twitter and my team responded to her. Or say, there is no serious country that will appoint men who have a documented history and allegation of sexual assault or sexual harassment against female to high governmental positions. It sends the message that men can abuse females and be rewarded. Do better, Ghana. This is a lady who lives in America, or a film director, or an actor or actress. I don't really know what she does. Now, I believe that this statement from this lady called Ama Abebrese is a statement that shows to say in and out, or one of the most hypocritical ladies with G-string walking around this world, on this planet. You know why? You see, the statement Onokache say, and don't fe Abe make a statement which he cannot substantiate. Don't fe make a statement against Gyampo. He has no evidence to know. Saba you away a problem be our Ghana say. She believes say Ghana as a nation we are not serious because a mad doctor just made an allegation that he cannot substantiate. So all of us as a nation, we are stupid and we are mad because Professor Gyampo has been given a position. He has been appointed to lead a government agency. You see, that is my problem with these little side chicks. These high voltage flamingo chicks. That is my problem with them. The moment they get opportunity to get that little help from Ghana to make them something, they start to think, say, Obiye Jimmy. So she's making it sound like, say, Ghana as a country, we are not serious because Gyampo has been given a position. And in her own statement, she is relying on allegations and at the same time trying to accuse Gyampo. The question here is, what is her case here? Then Ama Abebrese we are left from the right. Or movie. Movie be a wire akopie Namibia. Now, what I want to speak on is the level of hypocrisy of these ladies. These high voltage side chicks. The hypocrisy. You see, they will come and tell you, say they are advocating for human rights and woman rights. But you see, when you listen to these people, you ask yourself, say, are they selective in what they want to discuss? Or they feel, say, some things that are supposed to be discussed, say it is too low for them to discuss. On a normal day, a woman who is intelligent and smart, who calls herself, say, or advocate for women's rights, this woman would have tackled more pressing issues with facts than to sit and speak as if some empty appetition bottle. Because you see, so indirectly she insulting Ghana as a nation, all because Gyampo has been given a position. Girl, we are America. She can never make a statement like this against any American. You know why? Because she knows to say such statement making it can land her in jail. But you see, because when they live in America, Ghana for say Jimmy, the little push we push their asses to make them look relevant, they automatically take Ghanaians and say, we are stupid, and that whatever they say, if we are talking about people in office, men in office, with all due respect, allegations of sexual harassment, and then from what you are saying, Abebrese Flamingo, then it means Donald Trump cannot be president of America. Then it means Americans, America as a nation now, there's America is not a serious country for you to live in. When you are talking about just allegations against people, you are not intelligent enough to even write a script for anybody to act in. Now, do you know the funny thing? Somebody called me and told me, say, Ama Abebrese, on your sets, several of your sets, you have witnessed, it's alleged to say you have witnessed a lot of sexual harassment behind the scenes when you were shooting movies in Ghana. Did you act on it? There are so many ladies in Ghana, allegedly, you looked on for them to be assaulted sexually. They were harassed behind the scenes when you were on set. You kept quiet because you had invested or you have already invested money in that movie. So you saw it as say a rape obi and say a harass obi. You want it to slide. It is alleged. And some women are willing to come out to let the world know how you supervise sexual harassment even on set. You, Ama Abebrese. And you people walk around and tell Ghanaians and say, oh, we are for women, advocacy. We are advocacy for human rights, human den, women den. You are the people who are making the fight against women. The fight against sexual harassment is difficult. People like you don't represent anything. Ama Abebrese Flamingo, you don't represent anything. Some of the girls who were on your set, allegedly, some are telling me, say, you even saw some of them being harassed on set. You didn't say anything because you had already invested your money and you wanted to keep the production going. You never said anything. And in all honesty, this young boy, Ransford, we have all seen on social media, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Twitter, how people were screaming, asking for justice for this young boy because somebody, his coach, this man yesterday, Andre Yao, this man openly flogged his wife, Oba, or run a ewo efie, and ode aba egu obaso. You Ama Abebrese, wataba insa Flamingo. You didn't see anything wrong with it. You didn't want to comment on this. You as a woman, you had no issues with this issue. You didn't even tweet about it to say, when yonko ba, and then the bema chene swaba or bono. Motiti America, and I'm just a Ghana for Jimmy. Munya ayadien, Nikon cameras be, and it's a cameras be, now the Bejina Ghana. Now when ya grant keke. Mutumi church or grant abe 6 years. Munya ba kwa. Now the Ghana be movie. Now who Ghana for saying Jimmy. Today you are telling Ghanaians we are not a serious country. But the country you are in, the same person who is president, such allegation has been leveled against him. Is America too not a serious country? Your fellow woman on yonko oba te sewo ende ya wuro no na bema edi abagu no so. Kwasi aba wentumi antro ho asem baako. One was side slave queen associations You people could not put one letter together in support of this woman who is like you, who has every single thing you have. You could not stand up to speak for this woman. You could not take to Twitter to advocate that men beating women like yourself, or maybe you don't see yourself as a woman. Maybe you use into one kasano. These are the things you have to advocate for. You advocate against stuff like this. You try to let the world know, say, there are some men in Ghana, get me a picture. There are some men in Ghana who are brutalizing women, who are harassing women, even in marriage. You people see all these things and you go and hide. You just want to feel like, oh, this is politics. When we the level, let Ghanaians, because your nipedi Ghana, more problem, say no problem. There are women in the northern region who are being treated like slaves because obisa omuye witches. Nkwasiafo mo ti America. Chrobrofo adanya oh Gyampo mo diaba political mo ma me fa me hu nkojim na your dead careers. O da be na ye movie a ye hu se movie no movie papa. Beast of no nation anya wo na ye uni na emu keke. And you people, because sanyoma nyama we yaso mo so Ghana didi nkwasiasem ye no ma na ti America ha munim sika nchen ye. Munim ade nchen ye. Muni ejuma papa bia American nchen ye. But you people, somehow, sometimes, you make it look like some muni munyan sama. Na oye. You anka say ejuma be na oye. Na oye. Movie out start here. How has it changed the lives of any Ghanaian? The lives of women in Ghana. Movies out start here. Oba ben, akwara ben or your oba na Ghana. It may changing the life. All the movies you write is about porn. Where could do it? Where could do it? At the Papa Ben Pan movie industry, you sit there and you make it look like say Jimmy or Ghana. The country is not serious because Gyampo has been given a position. If you have evidence that Gyampo has actually raped somebody or slept with a woman against her will, why are you not coming to tell that woman to go to court or take Gyampo to court? This stupid insinuation and foolishness. exhibiting this I know all, but you people look like porcupines. Mo queen 47 mo tutu mu wega. Mo say 9. Mo queen 47 ya huhuru mo anima mo say nade. Mo say well there's nade. And I'm motia broche na mokeka nkwasi asem all because you feel say oh in some people ha or say me kebi na ebi wo from there omo nseme level into me kebi. Hey, is that how you advocate? Is that how you people advocate? Is that how you people defend women? Is this what you people call we are helping women? Do you understand what you are talking about? What do you represent? You represent nothing. You represent hypocrisy and selfishness. You represent disease of a woman because you cannot stand up and speak for women. The issue you are saying is that Ghana is not a serious country, no. When the word Ghana, wako police station call report to Gyampo say Gyampo is raping. You call yourself intellectuals. You call yourself say you are learned. Muni munyansa matina broche. The more matina broche na mu Jimmy more. Hey, the movie industry in America. I know more people than you. Hey, more. You just go to theaters. You just join grants. People just give you grants and I'm going to buy some kwasi asem time I most study some modality movie Ghana na Ghana no nipa bebre no near your moku and near some you special. You are nothing special. You people, you don't represent anything. You are not advocating for any woman. It is alleged that you on your sets in Ghana, the movies, it is alleged that the movies you have been putting together, lots and lots of women who are on your set are harassed, sexually harassed. You look on for it to happen because you think, say, it's all about money and that is not about the other women who are going through hell. These things are all been alleged against you. You sit in Ghana and when you say these kind of allegations, you know, say Obaba could pay no be a statement that your fake career now will say, oh yeah, no, it will all die. There's an allegation on you there in Ghana. So many women called me say Abebrese Kissi Abebrese yet said na be ma miamia ye de omon sa hye asekra or say on dem fan ho because wakobo besian or the be movie papa ben 90% of Ghana for mo hwe me omnimu Beast of No Nation Idris Elba na Oban ye do be join ye unyo bia into my friend shut up and square your ass and sit in a pot. If you have evidence that Gyampo e bibisa, if you say you are a woman one kasa unimu mra unimu di weni bia for evidence ne bra ede nkwasi asem na abeto muso sa no you speak anyhow, you do things anyhow. I am saying say some people have reached out to me and I'm saying it's alleged that you Ama Abebrese on your set so many times it is alleged that women were harassed, sexually harassed, and some of these women are today angry with you because these are not things you have to be stressing on. You need to deal with what you have covered up. It is alleged that you covered up sexual harassment. You work in Ghana, you work around the world. I am a director. But you have done a lot of mess from the allegation that has been leveled against you. What do you represent? Obaba na protecting no. Ya te Ghana ha, Ama Abebrese ya bu obuko mo, ya drepu mo, mo nkabi, mo twan ma wo ya ba, na mo de abaya politics mo nkwasi asem no. All you idiots. You just want to be seen in the political limelight because your careers are dead. What do you do? A dear movie no actually a bro concert party so. And these young people on TikTok, they can do better movie than you. I'm telling you, it's a fact. Near Tikrom ha, say wa broni beka kire say a sitting president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Ordinary date you evidence of Sewa Broni and Akufo-Addo in the presidential jet. This woman granted an interview, cried on national television, said the president Akufo-Addo used state security. State security no person di kuno. Why when you hear say tete draws abegina say and then somebody has been, you sat there like a duck. You never spoke. Nobody rose up to say, let us speak for our sister. Let us push our sister to enter court and get to the bottom of this. You, these animals with all these hairs hanging on your heads like peacocks. You people with fake hairstyles walking around. None of you stood up against this harassment against a fellow Ghanaian woman. Say why broni betna TV so. Osuye a granty interview openly. How many women are this state security after omo bold to sit on national television to speak? But you twerps, you moquees like you all kept quiet because it was against your foolish political party. Because you felt to say some things there you are not supposed to speak on it. You are being selective. Motetin kani American krasi bi na mudi din kwasi asem. Yaka se profile America. Oh yeni bubro. Say $17 an hour for ibi na now America. Obedru Ghana hunu nkofo. There are young people on TikTok. They can direct movies and use their phones to shoot better movies than you. Ediana who started movie directing and being in a movie no. Ediana ultimately change your Ghana. Ediana ultimately change. And yes, say make I say yabi. When we are called out them, ya copy so we dross the terror, and then cause your movies are now here. A DM partner why would they change Ghana? You cannot speak for other women. You want us to respect you? Nobody's going to respect you. America hana unamno. Nobody respects you. Anything I open movie or Ghana. Now when I want America or better movie. Who is going to take your movie to Broadway? You. Who is going to take your movie to any theater in America and say, yeah, Ama Abebrese a movie nti, ye Messiah. Nobody's going to do that because you don't cut it. Entire mombre mu wase. Enkwase akeka ya modadodo minim ne doso. Made say moye mrewa o, say moye nketesi o, say moye humokui in between mokui, chesamoye mrewa o, say moye nim. Say moye mrewa o, say moye mbesiriwa o, say moye half girls so we chicks so ye nim baby amugina ye tutu mu we ga ye hu baby amfa mugina mo sori so ankwase akeka mo sori ankwase akeka wo ye movie how many years ni Beast of No Nation ya ko be 30 years enkura be bra mo hwe me kro mo ni movie kro na mo mani pa nya so kwase akeka. And Ghana is not a serious country. Do you know a country that is serious? Do you know a serious country? Because Gyampo has been given a position and you are foolishly exhibiting your foolishness. Who do you think you are? Do you think you are better than anybody? America had a teneka say a bold profile. Oh, got it. Ediana mo. Adena mo nwunu nipa da nipa sa. Adena mo man nipa bi say moti American timuni munyansa chen fiefo. You cannot fight for your fellow women. You cannot fight for your fellow women because you select which one to speak on. Which one? The last time I was speaking about these high voltage slay queens in Ghana. Majority of you people don't represent anything because you are not bold enough to be consistent. You are not consistent. You people are not consistent. There's nothing natural about you people. Why is saying confirm? Why is saying confirm? And I'm Ghana. Musha Wega, why is saying confirm? Speak for women. Go there and advocate. Don't be selective in your advocacy. When you want to advocate, you need to be consistent. You don't pick and choose. You people don't represent anything better. Me pe obaba ko be Ghana police station aka say Gyampo raping me evidence near this date this time now for you say yes we are not supposed to put Gyampo in any position. Now at this point as we sit who Ama Abebrese sa ade chi no be beka cho say who Ama Abebrese na me was set no and I would want sa wo me na nipa kan keke no anko police station. Are you going to accept it when I sit here and say who Ama Abebrese you are lesbian? Are you going to accept it? Ama Abebrese. So China, one of the girls are only me movies, ever social media, Facebook, and I could radio be say, Ama Abebrese, Nensanti Antiano, or the woman where the menjano, who down with the or no better, or you're lesbian. Are you going to like it? You will say you want to sue me. That is what you will say. Because you will say, where is my dear evidence to what I am saying? The statement you wrote, where is your evidence to it? Mu church said the Jimmy, Muko school na, Monti Bibia say. America. The things you see here, we see better things than you people. So I'm moving on director Ghana no a grant in Kwana Mode a grant. Mutumitro grant are 2 years. Bakubom Panawa Ghana Bay day and we direct movies. Me say and the TikTok, there are more movies that has been directed Papa Chain, all your career movies. Sit down. Or 2 square no fatina konyobim nanipa and kodenim and shut up. We don't want to hear from you again. They will turn around and say, they will play the victim right now. You see, he's insulting women. I insult women. I don't insult hypocrites. You don't call yourself a woman. You are seen as a hypocrite. If you say I insult women who understand who they are. And those are the ones I call women. You are not a woman. You are not a woman. Adebechi, she'll come and sit on Twitter and say, you see, Kevin Taylor, he's insulting women. A man who does not respect, then they'll play the victim. They will play the victim right now. They'll go and write wrong. AI, and I don't know, such selfish man, such a man insulting a woman. You too, I don't see you as a woman. Because a woman will advocate for her fellow woman. A woman will be truthful. A woman will be consistent when it comes to defending her fellow woman with the facts. A woman who is advocating to support a fellow woman will be consistent, will base all her statements and everything on facts and evidence. You don't base it on anything. Madianchi, English copied from AI. Come and tell you, Kevin Taylor is going after a woman. Ochina, Jimmy. Kevin Taylor is insulting a Flamingo. Kevin Taylor did the Flamingo attempt. Kevin Taylor, Flamingo, or Yadian Quebecan asem. Ye nim samu ya mbesri wo. Samu ya young girls so. Samu ya mrewo. Samu ya mokuyo. Ye nim die bia mugina. You are in between mokui and we don't know who you are. Yes, what UK. What in Tabubuomo UK? UK now, not because America. UK. I ready. What the island so? UK now, oh yeni. UK Ghana form 1% penny Oscar. Uti UK Romani pen a day with them crown to name. A day I would timo UK, won't mean to name, won't mean prone to mem. Obetrona Kikankwasi, Asamade, I wish a week. We don't know, so ya kwarao, so ya penyo, so ya brewo, so ya besiwo. You are in between mokui, ye ni baby ojina, in between mokui. Ye ni entwin kasa you are ugly, and entwin kasa you are beautiful. Into you are in between mokui. Why is a standing mic? Shut up and sit down. If you don't have evidence, don't do that. Tell the ladies who are making noise in Ghana, say, if they have anything against Gyampo, they should go to police. When the police release the statement, we will sit here and criticize Gyampo. But until you do that, Mokwis, sit down. When you are life for what is it to UK crossing under the stebunipa? All right, I'm done with this topic. You saw your ban, I saw your bearman, don't respond. Me mejumani o. Me ni bibia ye mejumani. We are am de show me busia. This is my job. Me nko bebia, me sorry na me monitor. Me wo team am ni me mejumani. Inti me what time. I have time to read through everything you say. I have time to investigate you. I have time to follow document. And me what time mejumani o. Me menya blogger o. Me mejumani me be a whole media outlet. Inti we ready say be respond. I may ready say me respond back. I have time. And I'm happy. Mejumani, when I'm there to talk to Mejapadi, me car me down wa brocheja we are inti me catch me what time. The person play victim, don't play victim. Now, this story is a very important one we need to discuss. Exactly 10:10 in Ghana. Who am I carrying some quit is a woman dipana? Flamingo. Akwa we on kan kure afenyo marking so akwa tena eye radio so time you call break kakra be 5-6 days no and you tena ha and you kire mo evidence oh tell me betena ha no man kan che Ghana for say afenyo marking or you cromfo anase or you say without providing evidence me say afenyo marking is a potential criminal because the Ghana Police Service are investigating and say was assaulting police officer. Now, our assaulted police officer, no, it was when they were demonstrating or no elbow police ni nim. Emma Mitchell video no. Emma Mitchell a police investigations report no. NSI report na the Attorney General's office the desk so. Attorney General no actual statement ebe confirm say ayampa. The police they have investigated Afenyo Markin indeed assaulted a police officer. They even gave Afenyo Markin a doctor's medical report to report at any medical hospital and prove to them, say, or not a police in attacking ever seen there. This criminal calling himself a politician never went back to the police to tell them, say, this is the report showing I was attacked by the police officer. So every single thing gave me the room to say, this guy Afenyo Markin is a criminal. He is a criminal who assaulted a uniformed police officer. So I don't see this guy as a politician that has to be paid by the taxpayer. That was my basis for saying Afenyo Markin is a potential criminal because as we speak, I've seen a document for the Ghana Police Service that he is under investigation. So we are processing it for court. Now, this fool who needs help from a therapist, akwawe makachamo. Oh, they see a time I know moveti CJ no. Makachamo say Afenyo Markin, he has psychological problem, inferiority complex. Afenyo Markin needs a therapist to sit with him. He is going crazy. He is not there. He's thinking he's there. Now, so this is a video we all saw on national television. We saw Afenyomakin assaulting a uniformed police officer, or boning him twice. Now, after assaulting police in the you see, Afenyomakin akotena radio show catch the Ghana for say, okotena Adom FM. Catch the Ghana for say, sa video na wo share na me so me share no. Video na Ghana Police Service for a share na omdigina so investigations no. Sa video no a AI video. AI generated. Ya boa enye real. Now, so we read a police Ghana Police Service for investigations na. O share report na. Omu chiro bibi hwe. Over 0.3 na. Omu say on the 6th May. In fact, so person omu say omu analyze video no e Ghana Police Service omu headquarters a. Enye nipa ba ko pe na dem hwe video no. In fact, the video na it went through about 3 video forensic departments, and sana omu investigations ekase Afenyomakin has assaulted a police officer. It wasn't one person who was holding the video and at the end of the day wrote a report and said Afenyomakin assaulted a police officer. The intelligence unit omu share tapes, analyze it, omu forensic analysis of videos no. Omu ye ejuma. So one, Afenyomakin is underestimating the police service, their investigations. In fact, Afenyomakin is telling the CID boss so with Jimmy, and that if that video is a video, omo ediginal so they report to come Attorney General, the CID boss. Now Afenyomakin wants to tell the CID boss is not intelligent. She's stupid, because the CID boss and his men and women based a conclusion on the video that they received. And let me tell you, it wasn't only the CID boss or her video. No, it was the video went through the necessary process for them to come to that conclusion. Said that video no they saw Afenyomakin in no, it's a legitimate video. Into kind a investigation report now they come Attorney General and what's say then your prosecutor Afenyomakin na o started reading or say on 5th May 2025 at approximately 1700 hours, cyber intelligence operatives from the cyber crime unit of the CID headquarters, cyber intelligence operatives free a cyber crime unit of the CID headquarters. So a whole unit. And ye juma video no or say operatives from the cyber unit of the CID headquarters received a 1 minute 13 seconds video clip bearing the official Ghana Police Service watermark. So the video they received, the Ghana Police Service, it had gone through the necessary offices that takes care of videos, intelligence. In the video, police say it went through a process. The necessary officer, in charge of analyzing videos, forensic analysis, checking said this video is fake or not. And this video na ebeka omunsano, it didn't just come from abuebi tisa abronyensa every insan about police for. And ya train tisa abronye and a debamara police for. And ya Jimmy for aponcheba tisa abronyo. And Ghana Police Service the retrieve video no and the far through processor. A solid verified process and sana omoba that conclusion say Afenyomakin assaulted one of them. So one, for even the member of parliament, the minority leader, to sit on TV to denigrate and underestimate, indirectly disrespect the Ghana Police Service, no, it's one very important thing. I also discuss it. Afenyomakin does not even respect the police, because this is the work of the police. This is the worker. Yetia taxpayers. Yetia police for come on my year. But Afenyomakin tina TV so catches a sa video na police for Gina so. Every year conclusion or the back conclusion say what attack police officer or say AI generated. Into one, Afenyomakin is telling us the CID boss is a liar. Now, Mami reading show the video forwarded to the unit by Police Public Affairs Directorate for forensic analysis. So the police themselves forwarded the video to the department that are in charge, the cyber intelligence operatives, and what we call the cyber crime units. These people are the ones who analyze the video. So for Afenyomakin to just say, police for the video AI generated, he's saying the CID boss and the Ghana Police Service, the IGP, almost Jimmy, because that video no de buy so upon the now.
And it was obvious that after all hit him and I started there, me shout, do you want to kill me? Do you want to kill me? Atbasa. So that is the police.
So now, after your marking say, as some the buyer no. So at this point, onto the CID boss, you speak, you are also a liar. After your marking is saying that time about police station hono mo cyber security unit ebo video back channel, and I know the head of the Ghana Police Cyber Security Unit. I know his name. I don't know him personally. Tomorrow, Messiah, get me his picture. The cyber security boss, you were there. And I must say money after your marking or say on the them na mo share video no. And your unit told him said the video is fake. And after that, your public affairs department, you people requested another video. And that video now you the CID boss, you were sitting there with Afenyomakin. Madam, this case has not ended. If you want to exonerate yourself, you need a press conference. Or else, I will still insist that you are a liar. You have no credibility to lead the Ghana Police Service. The CID office, you have no credibility. Afenyomakin Air Kasano, or still with the CID boss. Now Tiwobi no or Tiwobi. And I'm share video no, and I'm conclude say the video is fake and that he never hit the police officer. Messiah, get me the CID boss picture. Afenyomakin Air Kasano, or see you the CID boss. And you see, sometimes people think that we will speak about this and we will forget. Hey, CID boss, I swear on my mother. Until you come out with a press conference, come and address Ghanaians what actually happened when Afenyomakin came to the police station for you people to watch this video with him. Because from what he's telling us, you, the police CID boss, you are a liar. And I don't want to take Afenyomakin's word over your word. From what Afenyomakin is telling us as Ghanaians, it means say, who the CID boss, you this lady, you are a liar. And I, Kevin Taylor, I don't want to pick Afenyomakin's word over your word. You need to come out, have a press conference and explain to us how you ended up with that investigation, sir. In the investigative report, Ometia says, Afenyomakin assaulted the police officer. So which video were you watching with Afenyomakin? Because Afenyomakin is giving us a different story about what you told us in this your report. So it is looking like they're not making initially. Said the Ghana Police Service, the Attorney General. If you, the Attorney General, you say you are legitimate, you, Mr. Ayeni, your deputy has confirmed that you have the docket. Why are you refusing to prosecute? You, Mr. Ayeni, you are questionable. You need to question you a lot. Because you see, we cannot sit in Ghana and make it look like, say, as some way bar, there was some kind of attention or demand. Politician where you are there, politician where they say can answer. No. The Attorney General is the one who is helping Afenyomakin avoid prosecution. Yes. Attorney General Ayenini, you are the one who is leading this cover up. Because if you are not covering up this mess, you will come out and let us know clearly what is happening in this case. Because in the report, police CID boss Nikachere say, all my investigations say we concluded Afenyomakin assaulted a police officer. There were about senior police officers, but 3. They are the police officers' witness. Afenyomakin about police station, your man medical report, but today Afenyomakin is telling us to say, oh no, the video no AI, and the CID boss was there in his room. They watched the whole thing at the CID office and that it was a fake video. You, the Attorney General, you are having this document. You are having this docket. You have failed to prosecute the docket. Why? Why is Chema to me now? Udine chino. Are they afenyomakin? Ni he has a Chema to me ana. I want to ask, Attorney General, Chema to me now udine chino. Are they ni he has afenyomakin ana? Chema to me na Ghana hano no soti. Chema to na Ghana hano no so ebo okro no no. Afenyomakin enye Ghana mraba akona wo Attorney General wudi anim no. Enye the same mraba bi na udidi anim. Why have you decided not to touch the Afenyomakin case? Why don't you want to touch it? Your credibility, no? Right now, I'm going to question your credibility, you the Attorney General. Because at this point, Ghanaians want to put or hold these people. Afenyomakin is a lawmaker. Afenyomakin is not Chema to me. Chema to me is not a lawmaker. Afenyomakin is a lawmaker. He needs to know better. And I'm sending this message to the Attorney General and the Deputy Attorney General. I'm not going to stop talking about this matter because it is one Ghana we are in. Some people cannot be treated as kings in Ghana. Per Afenyomakin's statement, it means to say that docket na eda we nimu no, he does not even recognize the investigations. Or who CID for so with Jimmy. Or who CID boss is with Jimmy. And he also sees you as a foolish man. Because who say with Jimmy, he wouldn't go on radio and tell us, say, a docket that is on your desk, you know. He does not even recognize the docket, say, the evidence, the say or no, while assaulting a police officer, no, this Afenyomakin is telling us, say, AI, it is nonsense. So I am telling you, the Attorney General, until you come out to tell us the status of Afenyomakin's docket, the CID are waiting for advice. You have every right to prosecute Afenyomakin. Because when you read the document, it is clear. They have been able to establish, Ghana Police Service for say, they went to the location. They went to check the CCTVs there. They checked every camera there. They didn't see any footage of the police officer assaulting Afenyomakin. Afenyomakin is telling us to say he sat with the Ghana Police Service CID boss and that the woman confirmed to him say he never assaulted one of her men. They have finished their investigations. The Attorney General, you have the docket, and I can tell Ghanaians in this week, and I say in the week to come, so one comment on this publicly. Then I'll let Ghanaians know so one who protect criminals in Ghana, and nobody should take you serious. I am not going to joke with this matter. I'm not going to sit for this nonsense to go on. Afenyomakin needs to face the law. Afenyomakin needs to be prosecuted. Afenyomakin is not better than anybody in Ghana. And you the Attorney General, so person with the credibility. You and your deputy, if you guys want to put your credibility on the line, I'll help you put your credibility on the line. If you are going to protect Afenyomakin, if you are going to use your office to protect Afenyomakin, we Ghanaians will help you. And we will make sure that protection, it goes against you. Attorney General want it. And you see, I am going to put this on my show every day. And I'm going to remind Ghanaians, your credibility is at stake. And somewhere me saying can make jano. Nanka mwankasano at the right time, no, you take a decision about Afenyomakin. The case na da mo table so no. But Afenyomakin ako radio station catch Ghana phone I say CID boss in kind of and that the report in front of you, no, a fake report. The video, no, was fake video. And I want you, the Attorney General, to prove to Ghana for say the video wasn't fake. Every single day, I am going to remind you, Attorney General Ayenini, every single day. And I'm going to make sure Ghana will know the kind of Attorney General you are. To prove, say, you are doing anything illegal to protect Afenyomakin. But the moment you decide not to touch this docket, the moment you decide to let this slide, the moment you decide to say, any idea will follow up, to allow Afenyomakin to keep making such statements, because this statement is on record. Or can the radio station, we want to know, say, or can you create another CID for the can create? We want to know because yen to me man run ND with some people and leave some people. If Afenyomakin is not guilty, let us know he's not guilty. If the investigation that we know, it shows clearly say Afenyomakin did not touch anybody. The Attorney General and your deputy come out and tell us, or else you guys will not like me. I am saying this. You will never like me. I am not going to make this your job easy. Afenyomakin on change Chema to me, on the Chema to me on the same level. Afenyomakin on chain gift your worry. Afenyomakin on chain omo amujej na court na who prosecute you. No. Ghana Mrano, a do and a do. Unless you want to tell me that the video we watched and the video basis so the investigations, it is fake. I want you to prove to us. So this is a simple, respectful message to the Attorney General. This guy says the investigations in front of you, it is fake. We want to hear from you. Now, the President of the Republic is Swakasa. The President said, woe betide anyone or any of my appointees who brings the first scandal to my administration. They will be hanged on the cross. And John Dramani Mahama, President of Ghana, Wakasa, was say, wa musio be count. We an appointee. You bet show say you are involved in any chrono. You bet shum. Na you be who say ampa. You have been involved in chrono ketashe. Na omuye investigations. Shum. Ebe who say ampa. Udi for. Ewo sa bonini mwa. Or say odobebo cross to say Yesu Christo. Ebia wante. President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. And they were an emphatic or say, so we an appointee. Waton sa afro ama wejuma. Na se bre. Wajuni osa wudi upesika chen Yesu. Upesika chen Paul. Upesika chen eye obia wiase. Na wudi huko fra krono. Ketashe proye. Na se ebetone naso na oye nhwehwemu na obehu. Se ampa enjina so wo ho. Na wabɔ Ghana krono. Or say, obebo wasendwom to say Yesu Christo. Or say, it does not matter who you are. He will make sure that the Lord deals with you. Say jail na also kwa obeko jail. Say pamu na also pamu free abemu a obe pamu. This is an emphatic statement. President no emeki. And for a long time in the history of the Republic, Yenya President why so strong in his wording when it comes to the fight against corruption in his own government. Now, the reason why I believe this president on this statement, and say, this is a president who, when he was given the opportunity the first time, he proved himself. Say, on one call for Kubet Jeliomo, the track record of Mahama war, and the imagine us to Abama in 2024, no, a bidden say, Otumi Jelin Hunipa. And if today, majority of Ghanaians are applauding this president and this government for the work they are doing, remember, Menoka say, 60 ministers and John Muhammad Ibu Ghana 60. Ebin see that all the success they are talking and all that is 60 ministers pay. Until we need to understand, say, this is a man who basically understands the job and knows what he's doing. Now, he has chosen people, or did he say, Omubetuma de Jumano, Omufenim Guasiembreno. Now, Sebio, so Uya Wajini say, would ye, when he briska, would ye, chronoya would ye, uyo be a opese ofa a good day. Edi bon musa for hine, edi din kwasi asema, or say ende bompa say yen choda. Na ada yebeso mu, inche infifimu, and as investigations beko soa, ebe chese ampa, we disabone, ketashe, proye, chrono, or say odube boss syndrome say Yesu Christo. And I know for a fact, from the way John Mahama Kasa, since he came into office, I know he's hungry to prosecute somebody in his government. From the way he talks, from the day you swear in, from his speech, and his actions, and you share the kind of people he has appointed to lead some institutions are. I know he's so hungry to prosecute his own, to prove a point to the young ones and Ghanaians to say, a new dawn here, woman, a new reset in your woman. The country needs to change. The resetting and recalibration of the nation, it needs to start from its leadership. And I am very sure, and I know because Sami Ridino, so Okasana Mitie, consistently and continuously, every time he gets the opportunity, he sends a warning to his appointees. Any small opportunity a president Benjabiano, every day, almost or catch the appointees, they say, Monsieur Bo, Nasa Okobo Krono, I mean Chimau, Mepamo, and Amamia Jelu. And he has been consistent in that message. Media. Well, the American actual appointees of John Mahama is simple. Maybe some of you guys are taking his word for granted. Maybe some of you guys think, say, it's politics as usual. I can tell you on authority from watching this man from opposition, the day he was sworn in, some interactions are wired on TV, so I might follow, must study, he is hungry to prosecute. He is hungry to put his own in jail, to sack his own, to send a message out there. And you people should not take these statements for granted. John Mahama believes that leadership should be or set an example. It is only his leadership and a bit much Ghana for a quino. And if you don't know your leader well, anytime your leader speaks, follow your leader's speech. Now, some particular statements be and then the idea of the leader, what he really wants to do. And from the day I saw John Mahama in, every time I mount podium, I listen. And as an experienced journalist, I listen to his words. I take my time to analyze. The man is hungry to prosecute his own, to send a message around the world and to Ghanaians. Because you see, the change now he's working towards, it's a change that has to start from within. It's a change that has to be learned. It's a change that has to be seen and felt. And the only way Ghanaians can believe his leadership, is to make sure, say, the people he has promised to change this nation, to help him reset the nation, the people have to be refined. They need to be people at the end of the day, a Ghanaian will look at them and say, you are an example. I can look at you, follow your steps, and also make a difference. So he does not want people with blemishes. And the idea say, so to build this nation, to be an appointee, then make sure you never commit a crime. Because John Mahama said, so who near young church in Fifimu, near investigations, not so who say what bossa no scandal be that also a cry. He will hang you like Jesus Christ. And when a Christiania, one macho or Christianity mu, e bien anaka se me hang you say Yesua. He is telling you that adia ohuya, he never wants to see or happen to his worst enemy, or say he wants it to happen to you. Christo ni bia hu Yesu ascendu na yebodu womuna. They never wish it happened to anybody. And it's a Christo di kasantam kesiye ni se mi hum se wabokro a mema adia mempese betu minyonku atoa. Then it's a serious statement. Do not underestimate that statement. And me, I am not an appointee. I don't take salary. As a person who basically understands Ghana politics and at least followed this president from opposition to this point, I know, say, he's hungry to prosecute his own. And if you're a Ghanaian, now I also when people mu, oh, now wait anymore. Where the ebony dia anymore, where the mumu bina ope, he's looking for people with names. Let me tell you again. From what I have witnessed, from time I saw John Mahama in, I'm a monitor, and John Mahama is looking for the so-called, we the people know us. We are big fishes. Mona or the hope ashemumu. Mona or the last integrity namamu. Into Monsuna or expecting a lot from. And Mona or expect to say when to me and Dim Raswa, I was or demoya day sacrificial lambs. So he's looking for you people. And he is not going to be in a rush to prosecute anybody or sanction anybody. He is going to be very, very tactical. He's going to listen to all the evidence and read all the evidence and be briefed on all the evidence. But the decision he will take after you are found guilty, you will not be happy about it. And this is just an advice to you, the appointees. Your president is ready to serve. He's ready to work for the people. So far, so good. We are seeing a Ghana that is being led by intelligent people. People who are committed, people who are ready to sacrifice and listen to we the citizens. We have a leader who is not selfish, who basically has been truthful from day one since he got into politics and became the president again. You cannot get that easily. So when you get somebody like that who, while ready, say, or then the crowd the one who be danti, don't underestimate such a person. The more reason here every day I sit here and say, I'll protect John Mahama's administration. It's not because John Mahama who are me papa. It is not John Mahama because or something extraordinary. It is because John Mahama carries something in his head that you and we need to protect. It is the wisdom. It is the experience he has gained. It is what has brought him back. That is what we looked at. The integrity we know he has. That is what I am protecting. I am protecting that because when we are able to protect that wisdom and vision, we as a nation, we will see the dollar go down further than where it is. We will see our GDP drop. We will see our inflation drop. We will see the unemployment go down. We will see different things coming together in a very good way. And the confidence in you, and I am here. So my job is simple. Protect wisdom, protect legacy, protect idea what is good. My job here is to make sure I guide and protect that wisdom in his head. It is not personal. It is all about guiding what is in his head. If we are able to protect John Mahama's wisdom and vision for the next 8, 12, 16, 24, 30, 32 years, Ghana will be where we all want it to be. And that is what we have all been preaching. So this is an advice to you, the appointees. This is a clear-cut advice from the president. So our intention be Krampo say, be deal be, scandal be, sikebe where we are. Hold it, pause it, let it leave your brains. I am telling you, there is no scandal about no abai uma. Say president person chiwa onchiw. And there is no chronubian no about abai uma me ekwamtie me hu amede bechew. I'm going to tell you, if I discover, say you are in this government, you are stealing, you are using dubious ways, I will make sure I expose you for the president and the government to get to know what you are doing. It does not matter who you are. Whatever you are doing, dinokure, and it does not matter whether there are so many people in this government, I know. There were so many people in the MPP government. But when it comes to my job is my job. That's my principle. My principle, no. My job is my job. So as much as you are my friend in the NDC and you are in power and you have been given a position and today you are heading an office, the moment you start to lie and we get to know you are a liar, we will all help for John Mahama to sack you because ultimately for John Mahama. And I will be the first person to lead that pack. I have said it. I'm the firewall around this president. I like him and I love him because he has been consistent and he has been truthful to you people. I bet you answer when president sir. Someone president we are. Let us all understand say we need to be consistent in how we are going to monitor the people who work for us. Intermediate, I'm going to let you know the president Aka. Samia call me too. And I know some people are going to say in the NDC government, hey, na Kevin tell away, over to my trust no, Obia or Abuama, NDC our power. I don't know, person yes scandal NDC so. Me person me yes scandal, I'm the protected president, no. Send a bear kwasiebin tina won to me radio and kase John Mahama ekron me person me yes scandal, the protected president, no. Send a MPP from kwasiafu amu say mine no. And to me jina baby kase, na John Mahama share ye, Emma webo okro. I don't want to hear that. And I've said this on my TV. John Mahama can disrespect me any day, anywhere. At least what I need from him is for him to be a leader for Ghana. Me, I don't just sit and make decisions. So when I decide and say nipa way or nyansa or see a piano, it does not matter what that person does. What I need from that person is say delivery no ebeboa or no ebeboa Ghana ebeboa inchiriba. That is my focus. Obviously, he's not a perfect man. He will never be a perfect president, but at least he has proven, say, so far, Kwasi Aforo Mutisui or 100 million times better than them, and that he can do better and more than what he's doing. That is what I represent, and that is what I believe in. And as much as he's human, he's fallible. John Mahama Tiwano, Sebio Ninya Kura or Efrubakum, he can disagree with Ninyano. It does not mean say he's a bad person or he does not like somebody. The same way I can disagree with my brother. I can disagree with my parents. It does not mean say I'm my parents. So we are humans. We need to understand. But the message here is clear. The president says, if you get yourself involved in any scandal, he will crucify you like Jesus Christ. And you need to understand, this is not a playful statement. It's more appointees. All right. Now, and John Mahama make his statement to be a Christian Council for called John Mahama ho. And what happened? They see and say, team. All right. Of which? Of what? All right, okay. Now, this is another story. Mahama said something today, or say, I will sign the anti-LGBTQ plus bill if passed by Parliament. This is an emphatic statement. And President has always been consistent when it comes to the fight against LGBTQ. Now, and the Christian Council called President, and I was Mr. President. Now, Trumutruma Sebia Kufuado, they go to the desk so I one sign or say, or catch a Ghana for say, as far as we're president, say, on the Parliament, Ashembra say, Speaker of Parliament say, Bill no almost Fambra Parliament, or say, Bill no ra Parliament, na Parliament ye omojuma, no me den, omojuma no de beton desk so the day the beton desk no or the Sabashas. This is an emphatic statement. Umpe now pekaya mutiu. This is a man you can trust. This is a leader who basically is clear in his language. We were mayor's racial contumely, or in straightforward to say, Parliament edi jumani wia. And right now, parliamentarians, both left and right, they've all agreed to say they are going to work on the bill again. Now, when they are done working on the bill, the president says that he's ready, his pen ready. The moment they are done with the bill, they should bring it to him at Flagstaff House. He will sign it. This is what we call consistency in leadership. And since John Mahama, in opposition to the time of being president, he has been consistent in this message. Say, he, from his belief, any religion or woman, on the Ojidi say, Oba Wari Bema, that is what he believes in. So if Parliament does its job, and at the end of the day, it goes through the mill, and Parliament says, President just sign here, he's not going to be like a Kufuado. He is going to make sure the day it gets on his desk, he puts a pen on it and sign it. And this is what we are looking for. So right now, we making noise about anti-LGBTQ. Say, you better sign Trumu law, no? Moment for pressure and go to Parliament. So the president is waiting with his pen. The NPP for no. Let us put pressure on the NPP that failed to push Ekufuado to sign. Near to Kromha, and a Parliament pass a bill way, and another Danko Ekufuado, they got two name. After your mark and Kwasiampenyi way, on any group of more Parliament, they were fighting Ghanaians. They were angry with us. You are so far Trumu ya omo de, a so far mo tafre to, et se fojo. Asen south so far no, okwana na funi ebotuo mu a, I say odi alewa. Maminum tinguso. Maminum tinguso na menka amen. Mesias, Asen South MP, the friend saying, in team fojo. Akwana se 38 years, oh de na funa ye. Okwana na no ebotuo mu a, I say onum pito. Sa akwana tina Parliament in team fojo. Asen South. Wan pejan nsanka say, hey, Nana dan kweku for other na one signed document we omu nyina de command the last guy gay ni no. Why are you gay? The last guy. The last guy is gay. Afenyo makin ede eye bill no command the last guy said the last guy elfan koma osono maame tokonu na tokonu fa ne tunsi so. Intim fojo aya na no said de eto ohuto. Otena Parliament se sofo wanya demonstration bi ntieku fuado kwase ato. O shada no meso koto sa akwa no on is be the triefu no na no botuo mu a I say pito kra intim fojo tema ye sign this bill we anti-LGBTQ bill no intim fojo so ye reverend na funo se mese uhu na funo na okona na funo botuo mu a ne hutietia we hura gina mpa so na funo we ebotuo mu a I say ntafo nku na funo hyen intim fojo kwase ampanyin Otena Parliament, one sorry say me a sofu, na Ekufuado we die, we tia nyame mmra, na fono wo hyen said ntafo nku effort afono me see. Ukoto intim fojo, Asen South for MP, na nui 38 years boy, na no botuo mu a. I sent ntafo nku, na fono wo hyen. Me see, why an emphatic. Or say Parliament nya na djuma, omri bedrupe or Assemblies of God ni or the nsa ebehwa ase. Inti ye nyina mama ye ninje. Na yama Parliament pressure say sa eye mmra we no omo di hu dwuma ntentem sa sofo na ye friend intim fojo na oye MP for Asen South meji sa city no oh la ila me say Asen South meji city no 2028 imagine it's simple unim Asen South city no NDC we need 2024 yeah they want it a chairman na wo ho no ana time amobo results no all they call no mo sesa no me say meka esiso NDC chairman no ho no ono na boa ma team for job because chairman no hu ne ho say ono ne candidate entumi an contest intina chairman bu ofu. We all know. Now that problem we will solve it. We will meet the chairman, we will all sit down, we will solve the problem. In team for job parliament biam obetima fast na we ase nyina maji city no. La ila lao. In team for job obetima paivela. Obetima na funu center fonku. Obetumi atafre bibia mu maji city na free nsam. I will take it. And I'm not joking. And it is one of the seats I have targeted in 2028. And people for maji city organ nyina 2028 and this maji sa eye seat no aye Asin South maji. Entim fodwo usofo Ekufuado Ama parliament atena to so aye adwuma ma ya transmit a document say Ekufuado sign it. Entim fodwo kwase ampanyi. Entim fodwo manyini channel me chan be 8 years. Me chan be 8 to 9 be 10 years. Some me aka no 50. Me chan be 10 years entim fodwo kwase ampanyi otena parliament na funu se de ochichiri ntamfo ogu. Sa kwa we otena wo wankasa ene de yenja ne no wankasa allegations upon allegations a oni ngina so entim fodwo. Me se ukona na no ebotuo mu a aso me kana wonte ye ohu mo de na furu na yesa no se odin kan de ntafo kufa to no ho enti na no botuo mu a na wo na furu ho nyina ye sen me das mama ntim for your picture me das mama ne picture na odin no botuo mu a obetena parliament no. Parliament represents the people, so we the people we should look up to parliament. The area panel and also parliament here. Inti ende John Mahama say, Yama parliament in Yejuma no, on the why the pen ready. Yeni our parliament no, every MP in parliament represents the people. Inti say parliament represents here dia, Mummy yanko Yejuma, Mumma yanko make sure say parliament aye Yejuma, ya Yejuma, na yamfambre president no, not president, enfan and Sanshas here. Intim for your kwasiam penny. On an Ghana so a reverend. Now sorry for no more because tumu yo mudenti. I sorry penny to Jimmy. One can say, hey, now to parliament. When to man sorry and your demonstration said you could for the yen. Now person didn't the sign. More a soft one kwasia for money. I saw them na small boy 38-year-old boy. Or to parliament odin kwasia some na most son so in the name so or a soft. Mama in two for your small boy Jimmy way. Mo papa mpanifo a mo 12 dwene na mo asori na mo ye no preach ni mo preach against the end akwa we na fono wo hyan se de intafo nku afa na fo ho ukona na no eboto mu a eto akwa we ma me fa ne kire mo ko se mpanyi we na no boto mu a ntim fodwo onie me si Asin South meje Asin South urade ana de bia ma wo sumiti na mesre akwa we ukona na fono botuo mu a ukona na fono ebotuo mu ewo East Legon beka so abodam intim fodwo me so be kona okuta na no na niti na no botuo mu I say ko pito kura na no sim na no botuo mu I say pito kura na onom oyibia na fono ho ayehyen de say intafo nku ene na fono ho jimifo Onye Ekufuado motena parliament e suppress say Ekufuado be sign eye den trumu no and wako asin say me esafo midimanim otenkan di ajantenafo sofo moko kromfo intifodwo na fono ukoto no East Legon na no eboto mu a mesebo mayan hwe be 2 seconds no 2 seconds dey betimi 2 seconds betimi operate with trip to 3 hours unimi ya hu 2 seconds you bet me I replay about 3 hours it's you 2 seconds okay intim fodwo wey omo no mtena parliament me Ekufuado sema man sign it trumu no and John Mahama say parliament di na adwuma wie dia no kure so obe sign it eye sa krata no omienko enim intim fodwo we nipa kan kure now Christian Council Catholics there and there Christian Council for and the omoko president wo na omasem nyina ne say Mr. President the ekoso Ghana nyina na ha omo na the ha omo ne say ombeso be Mr. President say cathedral na ebesi da ben The Christian Council of Ghana is urging President John Mahama to renew government's commitment to completing the National Cathedral, even amid the country's tough economic climate. As software no muboka sokuna, sebio yese we software onyame ebo yese ne seso nyansa anyame wono enu bi no de boy no omo ka kire president Mr. President yenim se nyome mo adin yesi kasam na agiegu bibia tete apansam edwudwa epusu Ghana sikasam ebu nkoa sebio adani bolege President Mahame upon the Ghana for febu nyina wo boa se obekekere man no jato ho na besi cathedral na maye momye wo ho a ho se we nya abotre a no betie panyini se we nya abotre as a young Ghanaian, a young man. Now sometimes we nya abotre that one show ho so a no betie mpanifo. And it do sometimes yetumi etena se bus eka kire ho say de na betuma ye ma ya no entia mpanifo. Ade a wankasa wo hwe ye a young man watching me, a young woman unye dwuma nye aban we ba so de aban ne ye no uhu embo apan be so boa na oma wo mbabunu na moye millions and millions of more Ghana munye dwuma and the enkwara ko pe police soldier because of confidence aban started day but nipa bebre epu konkran nipa nsie wu because omu nyina pe soldier emma show ye papa mpanifo mu di osomanim omu priority ne say inketesia nsia ko pe dwuma because imra bi aban bi ba ya de bia de omu ka che so backlog nti afa backlog na omu sesa akorensafo wifo egu police ni soldier muniti na Ghana for enya akwanya ema obi antumi sorry for the file and for an application and ko pe soldier no and the aban foforo ba ya obi emu a emu beda ho a and the nipa enya arehyebu kakra omu nyina pese omu kone form nti nipa ko bo dompema emu nsia inketese nsia aban we pese obi emu na aban we pese obeka se 2024 for backlog ne be form nti ya form awie no empese obeda da Ghana for aban we ebiem se Ghana for mebunu mepadwuma emu nketese nsia wu no asofo asori na pa edwara hohoro moto abo dusting powder abo kasok be catch president say Mr. President yenim se o man mu aye din inketesia ne mabawa ewu efisa mu penjuma ende wo pese wo bie enjuma ma omomo ye enso eno mfa ye ho cathedral bi akwase ampanyi bi ba ya obedada ye se ono de onfa Ghana sika nhyem na omaya asase keka obubu judge for daigu ye na sa cathedral de jai bibia na kosi it is some time na ye din se obehya wo ho so se onka asem bi ntia panyini. Sometimes you ask yourself, say, I know Mushada na. I saw Mushada tana them cause Jack. Ye di atemache, mummy and Koni and di atemaka. I say, I feel that sometimes I know me. May I sure pass a Christian council they do that. I'm to Mushada tana say, Jack, Naisen and say, Obi and di atem. Yes, we and Chebu. It's your DNA because I deal with you and Tiasie. One case who read this story, no, and I already with statement, no, who catch a president say, when you send your memoir ding, when you send your memoir ding, your priority a cathedral. Is cathedral a priority now? In fact, Sir President ni jai bibiana osi cathedral na. E dem for swap and pa ni ebenya. Mo amabo bokasoki obia wona asori dan a Sunday bia ojesha no ho. Saint cathedral ni wa, ma asori na matete no ebegu ana. And it's a simple question. It's sometimes no I say mo sorry no pa no mo frefre mo ho say mo WhatsApp group say yendi atemunti ye koko na ba yendi atemunti ye sesabro ba yendi atemunti e de ye BP na ba nti yanko di atem yeso empese be di obi atem. Because at this point in your own submission or your statement, you know, telling the president say munim say o mani sika sebra ya ding, because you were with Ekufuado, you knew and you know. And you have always been in the known what Ekufuado used Ghana's money for. Even in your statement, you acknowledge to say the way the cathedral was put together was illegal. So why are you now standing in front of the president? I just move to Tuano Mahu, Eddie Abechireno, not President Akadia, not Afe, Ghana for Daniel Obonogu president, and so say a Christopher per cathedral, you have a cathedral be, and a president said, I'll be, Diana Mopesamoye. Yakasa the devil's incarnate. Yakasa obonsambia Sebio yahwe ne so abonipa. You are behaving like that. Menka say moya monsam. But I said your enam ne so asuntudua ebe ba no onue. And you people say enam mosuna sebio nyoma besia munjai. Mo tutu anoma bi hu ana mo be chair president say anoma be ni. Yeti krom ha. Ana president ka say eba cathedral na nyoma e course no na eni enyan. Nipa bi abokro no disika. Ye be a forensic audit into the cathedral. Sika sama over 400 million. Tinti sebio. Moya politicians kura mumbu Ghana. And I say mundo Ghana kura no. Anka mun train na audit no munwie. Na omo amudu omo se kan Ghana sika because of cathedral no. Se moya sofo pa mo pese Ghana for hu se mudi no kura. You wait. Because when it comes to religion, especially Christianity, it's all about accountability. Heaven yebeko yenko accountability intra. Now you have a president who is telling you, say, let's wait for accountability and make sure, say, omudi sabon and yakyo say, in the middle of this crisis, I try to solve Ghana's economic problem. No, the president should make the cathedral a priority. Mona mo yen your mama bonsam edima ye juma. Now the Christian council is becoming a devil's council. Because I don't expect you people to be doing the work of the devil. Because what you are doing right now, you are basically baiting Ghanaians and baiting the president. For the president to put a statement out for you to say, "Dear Kufuado, yeah, and a president person betwaso. Having now mokra mo pesa mokono. Udu nyankopon enima anasa munyamine enima. It is going to be about accountability." The Bible from Genesis to the last page, it's about accountability. If accountability is missing in everything, then it means to say, corruption takes over. Lies and corruption takes over. Into religion itself is accountability. Because if you're not able to account for obra now boy, and the life God gave you, even living, you cannot account for that when you are dead. You can only account for what you have done is after you are dead. It is a way to me and your accounts now. Heaven won't be raho. You can be the holiest man on earth, but a day will come where you will need to render accounts. And then when you render the account before your maker, and you are not able to do the needful by telling him, say, then you fail the tester. And this is what the president has already said. Let us make sure accountability, you go through the accountability to get to that point where we will make a decision. Say, sa juma die we na ye di no na mfa so ye hian sisia ebe hian se de sika be shem e hian se de be si baby. Let the accountability process be exhausted. And now this action, you people want to protect some criminals. It looks like you are rushing the government to do something by covering something up. The government has time to do this forensic audit to make sure that the accountability is crudging. It is looking like, say, you people are uncomfortable with the area forensic audit because you Christopher and you see cathedral and you come to the conclusion, say, nipe bi afa hu de diska. Enti dia na afase ye nyina be twen na omo ye hwehwemu ni be wie. Na omo ye hu omo bo kro no. Den na yetete nkran a ogyina nkran ni maka chese ensan ko tete nkran foforo. Unless you have some idea, be an idea, papa. That is what you people, and then they hear me about what you are doing. Firstly, from Christian council. Now your behavior is looking more like the devil's council. Because the devil's council is always looking for ways to buy time, to create a loophole for people who have committed crime to go through the cracks. Let us allow the process to work. The same thing. Sanka president we buy and when this idea we hujuma and okoya and come over alternatives like I say government and politicians are the same. Because John Mahaman per se because the politicians are the same, no, and internet per se a forensic audit on the cathedral project. So why don't you people allow it? John Mahaman ba bemu 11 months in do 1 year. Almost 30 some investigations with forensic audit way and do 1 year. What is the rush? What is the rush for you people to come to Jubilee House, Mr. President? You know, no more can said yeah, ever ready but allow the process to work. You people should allow the process to work. Unless you people want to cover something up, you want to gloss over some things, you want to rush the government so that the needed important information now you people want to push the government to skip that process. We don't want to skip the process. We respect you people as group of religious men, but you people too should prove to us say you are in favor of accountability. Are you in a rush? Munyanko pona ye nyina yesomo no. O se yenya abotre na ono ankasa bebu aten ye ne na ekoso no. Ade ne ho pepre yi. Ade ye nyonkofo bi edin abemu ana, ye hu nipa bi abokro no ana, ade ne ye wo president netiko. Onko ye de president ya mada djuma no say ejuma mo de ama me pese nipa bi hwehwem. Ye bo mo hwehwe djuma no ma. Mo pese mo set president up ana. Mo pese obi na no ka asem na mo ka say aha, politicians are the same. Mo pese obeka bibi na ba omia mo tam ka say President Mahama can say and we can say the president has been consistent or say over 400 million and you lose it as a nation because of this project. In the first place, we were told that this project wasn't a project which was going to be funded by the taxpayer. We ended up knowing, say, the taxpayers' money was used. Some way software mo kano kra. Some would ding no kre. Na se munim some wunambeko heaven. Sorry, I'm no. You are even asking for accountability. Meme Anglican niakwara. I was born an Anglican, St. Paul's Diocese of Boise. Every Sunday, biano, answer your pono, your friend, a sorry accountant, Emma Nichim, month way, Sika Yaye, Imeko for a men's fellowship. Your two a year collection in there, say daba, you 10,000. Yet that is transparency and accountability. Eba Sika Semna, you must have got chain, a sorry penny chain, near the a sorry accountant, a begino, now what church Sika Semnum, send your beya, ye won't be near Busano. Mudia, you want to skip that process. John Mahama is the head of the church. And I'll say, Bibia Koso, into Yanshishum, into a ye in conform of Shishamu, which is Ghana. More prema kwahin, more kwahin, Diana Munya. I say, with all due respect, Christian Council now than the Devil's Council. Right now, you are propagating devil's actions. Let the process work. What's this rush? Obiani Ghana, waka say, Cathedral, no, Yabeshono. Let us sit there. And the president can be behind me or say, he will be happy if you guys can join him, go to the site and see what they did there. $400 million. Into one software motor, Muyamunshimo. Yeah, audit. Muyamunshimo. Timon Ferrier Diana. Ayana no pamodi mutusi kurikurim ansana mwashemo draws ana. Ayana no pamodi shire bomoto ansana mwashemo Whitechapel. Inti munte hamo. Inti someone gasa muhuni pa kusi buatin ya boni di wom se oje contract ewie sika inti hamo se nipa o kam ho ye kromfo no anka me ne mo a anka nde anka me call Flagstaff House no de anka osam ye ne se Mr. President, we support your decision to audit this National Cathedral project. In fact, Mr. President, we want you to take your time. If even any of us, in fact, myself leading this group, if I am mentioned in this audit as somebody who was involved in any action or any act that goes against the principle of this nation or goes against the criminal law, Mr. President, do not hesitate to prosecute me. And no Ghana for mo kanokre. And then Ghana for because aha, I feel a Christopher Penifua or kanokre. And Kendeno, you were supposed to go there and tell Mr. President, we want to come and tell you, we have all the patience. In fact, for you to come and open a forensic audit into this project, it means you actually want this project well. You want transparency to be attached to the work of God. You want anything that is associated to God to be clean, transparent, and very, very truthful. So we as Christian Council, we are here to tell you, take your time. Make sure that this audit, say your boy Mr. President, you people were supposed to go stand before the president and swear, take an oath, and tell the president that we are swearing before you. Any of us who is involved, any of our pastors, any of our friends, do not hesitate to prosecute. And in the Ebewu Samu Yanyami Juma. And so no patutu mudi shiria kamoto. Edimirika ko Flagstaff House say, I munim segane muaya ding. Nyoma nkoye. Na enso cathedral ni hiamo. $400 million munsuro jame. Into mono, what do you represent? More represented yen. Into Munsro Yamibium. Into Bible Nekutam, Munsro Bible Nibium. Into Onyango Pona or Shamos, Munsro Nibium. How can you indirectly defend corruption like this? Into Anyamu time. Don't you feel shy when you promote this kind of agenda? Why? What is it? What is the rush for? Into the empire, the Mamutina Setina say, Yanko president on Kanchan se cathedral, then a bet chemutrim. Whom ben a muni juma, Jezebel and I say Lucifer. Whom ben and Nemonam. Into Mudana Moya quiet time, most Soranopa, Moya morning devotion, Namoya quiet timer. What do you reflect on? Moya software mudi a project winning, nine days $400 million a quart. Namosha Amanane oho. Moya sorry, Mosorano Panamo from Yenemo Massamomia devotion. Namoya, we glorify your name. We glory. Na ana dear in the babu trim. And Diana Monia quiet time, among your reflection, Anna. What do you people represent? You represent what? $400 million. You are still insisting the president should come and take care of the cathedral and the blah blah blah. Now in Koranam we are sinam Ghana pejuma. Sorry, I'm dano. Majority of the youth in the church Sunday bia omuko wiesika de bemamo se collection. They don't have jobs. Is the cathedral your priority? In Tianda, you hear another $400 million. Near the cathedral, now ban waste. Are you people going to go to the next government to tell them, say, they should ignore what has happened and that they should also continue? What is your priority? Nyamena was someone what you are saying. You people have become so selfish, self-centered. You people don't care about we people again. What is the cathedral going to do for us now? Nobody. And I like the way the president put it. He is not against any cathedral. He has never been against the church, the church of God. He has never been against the worship place of God. He has traveled around the world. Even here in Nigeria, he has seen a cathedral and the amount of money they spent. We should not be blowing this amount of money. And he expects us to understand and go through it. Inti mwanga sa muda mo jene. Inti nyamesomno mo somne saying. Mo nyamesomno mo somne saying. How you see? The reason why it's here, nyame som, ana Christo som, sebio, respect no echo from some of these things. I'm telling you, me say anka ya comfort, and no more Ghana anka yesi a comfort headquarters, and anka some we see anka comfort no baka Mr. President, Brabontina ya nguru waha, na ni pebia we disike bia gradantin siritim, anka mo pe judgment no, anka a comfort no, anka that is what they would demand. Me say. A comfort and keba together and a ban because obesi a comfort headquarters and anka sikadie be mu anka a comfort be for bas as a line aba jubilee catch Mr. President yedim say we forensic audit ye pese ye kire wo say obi ntumi mfa a comfort headquarters sikandi nti ye be goro ha amana tie sinkofo so nka ombepe edien what we call transparency. You people came to protect criminality. What is the rush? The president has been in power in less than a year. It's been 8 years now. Go forward. This a boss. 8 solid years. Somebody did $400 million. He should use 11 months. He should ignore everything and build a cathedral. A cathedral. Wo so for now ujina hono. And the Okansaba ye nya hospital fa untum. Mo so for na mo ko ye nyina yare ehya mo ho. Ye ntumi treat mo Ghana. More asofo na muko jina Jubilee House and the Ekache president say your priority is the cathedral and that even in the midst of the economic hardship we cannot treat it in Ghana. If tonight any of you you will die. You know it. You people know it. 99% of more asofo na muko jina Flagstaff House in the Ekache Mahama say the priority is should be the mese anadwi yare bomwa. 90% of you yare wo mo no hospital cannot treat it. Your priority is a cathedral. Are you kidding me? Man. Now, Mummy OSP, ni woman. And it's serious. You see, and my team, we are entertaining unnecessary things in Ghana. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. You will speak to your conscience. We are not going to insult anybody again. We are going to speak to your conscience. We are going to use the Nyame seminar to judge you people on this planet before you die. Yadi asamono ne nokrano yadi be judgemo manuma asam de amoye mwanga samu behu samu bu amako heaven ansam ko heaven ansana mawu We will use the word to prove to you people, say, you are supposed to be truthful to your Lord, to your maker. You cannot be doing this. Oh, my dear, defend it. I don't know, Papa, we want to be. This man, time and not, yes, sorry, ye kasitia. Osio, Ekufuado ka say, obey a secretariat amomo, obepe architect amomo, obe one asase, no amomo seed money. Na time Ekufuado, yes, annual money nyinano, Ekufuado momu $25 million as seed money. Na Ekufuado kwasi ampeni wo $25 million that them. Time ano nam Ghana hana okasa ne numu hindro no. Na Ekufuado na the belt bone pano. Ekufuado okofa $25 million when. That is when NDC for Parliament to raise the issue. They said no, the cathedral no, the amount of money going in no, it is not a cathedral. Ghana focus here. Ekufuado. A software way sorry she suit monkey suit. Bekachere say I parliamentarians here today. Your mom $25 million first, and your mom 25 million cedis first. As small beer and say, the moment the money hits the accounts, no, it does not belong to Ghana. Ekufuado kwasi ampe ni papa dine si ni ma no, $25 million. Ekufuado ni pay origin 8 years no, $25 million. Nanado danko Ekufuado $25 million kofa no na wo sofu penyini. Ujina Ghana for enimu ka kire say $25 million no, president no kofa no wen, we dying. Manoko kotia, muka woni edi matam, nyema bi wa muka nyansa nim. Ana me pese me di matam. Ba mumu binana ay wrade nyame. Ya twa no kura nyeye. Ujina Ghana for enimu say Ekufuado atam $25 million amount. Na Ekufuado kwase penyi we, okoton di krom dan nyina obe $25 million. Onya no wen. Osatam 25 million cedis mao. Who ye suffer she monkey suit jina so dem ka che Ghana for say I na politicians bi bufu ye na dian na sika no beto because you register National Cathedral as a private entity. Inti sika no beto mu no enya Ghana dia biom. Na $25 million yakotam no river prem eda prem. $25 million Mr. Boachia oyo hene ewo dian eye achimfo krom ne si gold na hye no ye tu a ebe $25 million. Collection of majority in Ghana, Yakaso obi anti sikambra, mubenya it $25 million Ekufuado kofa a hindi call parliament can say yantam $25 million enkoma a cathedral. Edian kwasa samono. Muna muma ye dimatem, yampesi be dimatem. Me chiramu calculation and my masha draws as a Whitechapel akojina say, Mr. President, cathedral ne. Enkofo muguma sore de munye juma nye. Amanfo juma nyina say ye. Pensioner for Muguma sorry them, Ekufuado in the Busianfo, any Oma buying, Omo pension die. No Mugina Mugu so down the Musika. You were extorting these poor people more as of we. Yet to Chroma DDEP, pensioner for police for soldier for Muguma sorry them, Sebio, Ekufuado 18 Chimomunsa, Ejom pension sika, more than Muji Sunday, Daba Moje, Sunday Muji offering. You did not care about these people. Nanado Danko Ekufuado did a lot of damage. On the Bawomia, any inquisition makano. You did not have any problem with it. Adiachinya, money Ekutamo say, Yediko Jubilee House aquasra war. Money Ekuta de Jubilee House. Now one mamu chance of toilet and bed and war. These are the things, and they be catch them. Yabumo, but no me do ya na ama a buono ya de mamu na ya ding. A buono ya de mamu na ya ding. Ana mujin say omo amudi mani mu asori dem omo yenwan ana ana mu so omo yemponche mu asori fo so omo agimi enkofo na de bia mutena TV so ka say ejuma ni Ghana no omo no mu asori dem ho no enkofo na mo sori a na monam say ejuma ni Ghana aban bia mbra be bia ejuma no san kwasiafo no mu ni ejuma no mo amasori ma asori members yet ya de Ekufuado so obebia ejuma 100,000 napko mo asori fo e de dem kogu awiem semponche. You Christian council, are you not worried about these things? When we say unemployment, the rate of unemployment, maybe I could do no. Mun chankora when you guma sorry them. Omoni omo mamenom debia muhu omo akora wie nursing trainee a nursing school or dan wudi ni ma me chikoba. Enkwara ne no no red. Moni tua. Omba ma sorry them omo ba sorry no mo jai a desperation. The kids are struggling. And so Sunday be a constant default. No magic. You don't care about these things. You care about a cathedral. A cathedral, $400 million echo. And the president can say me, or say he will be happy. Me pesa mo ko, na mo sa ko dwene wo say Mr. President ye pesa one day ye ba ne wotena ba asim ne ko cathedral ho ne ko hwe. Sa mo ye Christo for papa na sebio onyame na mo de ne adwuma na enye sebio eye de greed na ahyamo a. One san come next week. Now, Mr. President say, Mr. President, we want to come to the Jubilee House, sit in a bus with you, and go to the National Cathedral site. We want to go and see it together. So, mube to my muye Christo for papa. Ankasan kwa sesona mo kan kamo jai. Mona mama ye di matemu. Ya pesa mo ko. Na mo ko meeting. Na mo cho letter president say you want to meet him one-on-one at the National Cathedral location. President Nemra no meshia mo ho na monhwe de ekoso ho na mundi nkomo monye because munim say mon call na abokro no aden na moye sa. Why are you people making it difficult for young people like us to respect you? Me say aban we the National Cathedral mamia adiam de beye no anka be benefit obi a oga mo pa mo fa nche me. Helped me some time back, a very wonderful lady. Now to me the me ho. Ne ma me a very wonderful person. Asantini ba oh mama sewa na mami pemasem oh young boy nice boy menye obi a me harmful bia very harmless young man na ebu ha mama sewa ba area ho na ebia me kujana because Kevin ye jamina me chame mama Asantini ba very beautiful girl mama sewa wabua me pa baby a wo bia onu kunu nyame nhyiramo. The last time I tell us, I check 457. I check. I need to find you now. Me appreciating your mama in the past, no. It's mama say, "Well, I to me the call mama. Oh, mama the name me that." And also I crapa. It's also Kevin follow me to the house. Damn and I'm also come. First day I'm drew for pa. Asem we been Canada meka. Hey, mama say I'm feel Asantini ba. Ne mama titia Asantini. Hey, Santini or what? Name one say. Mama jina na so. Very nice woman. Or penipa is a gay. Mama say, "Wa baby, I will be a minister. Show me, Mr. Mami, who na me. Why are there, Mama pain? Na me so many show in Munyam because nipa de bonipa. Because Mama say, what time I took my first pa. Mama say, wa Edwiko Johnny ATM home. Sike woman you had. Mama say, why nipa? Then I me catch them. Na me took na musicanson. Those times, na mo de musu sabi 90s kids. Na musicanson na Mama say, wa or you be up my sub keke. No, bia. Mama come for food there no mama say why me ko fie and mama say mama buy your friend is saying and mama say what so your friend Kevin say Kelvin I'm so mad abi mama move come in the me ehia me ankyere say bia makomako and mama say Kelvin Kevin also boy where day Kevin and and catch mama say what don't you know for papa as a deliver power or parcel mama no or you need pass mama say why hear me after me. Go into our inbox and just introduce yourself. Say you are my Mr. Kevin's friend. My guys will send every information to me. Hey, mama no. And yeah, say me at 24 mama before me to so sorry. Mu be man who for dia mutumi gini ye papa. Say omun time hu be ma tintia gram or 9 sa. Don't say we Fantini also mama say yes. Kevin Taylor. I say oh there's some Fantini Taylor ba ai. Na mama Jimmy. Hey, mama say why you nipo. Mama say why na ko na me hu number bi mi. I just want to just say me who kuna ka meda wase papa. Oh. Mama say what? Me kai una mo number. Eni ha. Mama say what? Me say mami. Where dem meeting so am sorry. Asantini mami a we hu infantini be man ho fe. So wan hu say mama say ka say mentina hall ho. So fie na so. Mama say that's papa as better than papa ke baby. A big house. And no more some pouch be or no more outside place, no more grass. Sata boga me come dimi free campus na me ba. Me hu my hanta. But sata na me standard ne. Ma me say we hu me mobo and o ma me say wade be ko fie. Oh, na ma me say mentina eye hall or TV na me so. And also Kevin I'm say okay. Inti me bie me eyinim me radio Ghana no me bie Boadu FM no. Say me che satellite e wo fie o nyina o ka ki meti. Intimate hall was me be radio gold nim radio gold no satellite ni gina so den say mo si ni bibi no intimate say ma me kin say wa don't fa be mama na we dey wo fa papa and as was ma jade was no say fantini on no wo fa papa say ma me kan no wo fa papa no we dey ku no and so then na campus say you do be mo na ni shine sa no na wo na che so ma madam for no so jai sa and then we dey o and I'm team Yɛde kwasi bi abɛhyɛ kyerɛ ɔna wɔfufuo no. Kwasi ampa yi bi ɔna wɔfufuo no. Hwɛ baga ba wo Jimmy. Me na me wɔfufuo no. Me ti team nessa afa. Ɛhɔ na me relax am say ɛnɛ. Saa mu nkwan yi a agifia yi me ndim yanka. Mame sɛ wa asana me kan kyerɛ wo da wo timam sɛ wa ka kyerɛ okunu sɛ me pɛ wa sɛ wate. Na de meyɛ bia sɛ wɔde bonya no mɛhyɛ. Hɛ. Mame sɛ wa ɛnɛ mada. Saa story book no, unkan bia me kan kyerɛ. Nesialo. O betra na o pede na o pese o tie. Wan kasa na o do TV atia na o do Facebook. O pese o tie de wo asum. O pe story, o pe Ghana honsam. Ghana honsam so na me ka bi kyerɛ no. Ɛhɔ na me team na se de kwase bia be hye kyerɛ na wo fufuo no. Kwame amoako. Team owo vuo mafantini edi. Intimate to I meyi mani se menim se because my America say any obedidi and oyɛ den obedidi no. Mama say okay ma obesa ko. And my mini confirm am say ɛne ɛden obedidi because my mini say any obedidi. Into number 2 my Mr. Obaye, you want to drink something? And I'm saying, Saturday in Aba, Alvaro. Give me Alvaro. So, Miss Mayo, and you hold a couple of Guinness, Jimmy. Guinness, I be once in certain to me, and no, and you want to be a catch up a whiskey and I be. I want to photo for me, so Alvaro and pineapple. But a power must soon tell my I said to me, what you be saying. Oh, Somalia, my phone, a com. My Mr. Wanya Mr. Wati. Baby, I will be now a teacher. My Mr. She's also a graduate teacher, no a teacher. I remember. Missy me took my miss I want a dominant ATM and no sika every ATM. Michelle Sika or yini na maneka 200 Ghana and the mammy say, Menfanka Missika who took my miss. Na me Adam whom I miss a be a me who new crew. Met that new crew in my miss I say. Me say, my miss why you need papa. In the one I'm relaxing here. Because Guinness they are being once I'm Guinness. Club was because now time petition because Golda the amount time petition more retire na and chombe wu no Golda I instead of Golda no yeah say no no petition Golda that petition boss here into for no petition no omunye sika kra no omno convert here ombenum Golda into Golda so mempe because me no petition that and in 70 club no yen time no ewo efia wunim fridge no because club they all say chile ebi ekɔ yabe ayɛ dede untumi num ni nyina wi omka so sense no enti club baby a wunim ni yen nom no ho club de one kasa fridge ana baby a wokɔ no utanim sɛ we mu de om fridge ye because club I was a chili kodu point to be ansa na wetumi abie one tips na say club no be no agene unnim nsɛm enti me musabusa sansa no every say me no na me mpese enti me se me pe avaro the standard and me gi avaro because na me mpese me fu be share because fufuo na ye wo no kwase ampanyi bi wo team asantini be makiti go shetro say be go me hu na me say say bra one who fifre or wa me do na so bra na me say yeah na me ko share inside team or wo mafantini no team intimate to one my so I say Kevin my mom says you have to eat and I'm so really I didn't come to eat. Some of the acting your woo and I'm so sure yes me some Matinasi, Kevin Taylor, but Obiad, while we show be when you 30 views, while when you 23 views, to me 1,000 views. Into Kevin Taylor, but Poncho no got an around way. Uti Facebook ATM, TV so nipa 120 per nipa 8 and how do you never show me? Inti, they're sitting in and say, Mamma so kind Kevin, today you have to stay and eat. And I'm so, what? I just came to see you off. I'm going to go. Boga say act number. That time na me sika sunsum act number. Say make I say. Me act number Junior John Dumelo. But I have to go. Me John Dumelo number. Me said say make I say number. Me John Dumelo number. Ding. I have some conway in I some act. So I'm supposed to go. You know. I just wanted to say hello to us. No, Kevin, you have to stay. Me conway in John Dumelo number. Kentang. Me sham komo. Fufu unkomo. Iti. Oh, Jesus Christ. Iti. But it's one so. And Mama said, so let's go outside. My mom served you at the porch. In front of my ball, fine. I said, I know, omo pulu side be. And then I said, omo nyenwie sa. And in front of my faho. And I have fine bibiana. Me kwe. And I'm say, okay. And I said, I said, I confused me. I'm sorry, I didn't come. Some man also good. You're not no or should I free mu? Because on say, I assume to be. And I say, onim se bia mene bane obibi, onim se bibie ni wo, but e bia bibi betumi si because asantini bane, fantini be ma nan sa wodi anka ye nhira. Enti no onim se potential e bia bibi betumi si. Enti ma me no gusu no, Because for now, no menya official aso, but aso to be because no ma mena june bia na bibi besi. Mama se wana mni bibia. Na se don dumelo mu weri ho. Enti time me busan so where's your mom? So my mom just already went to her bedroom. Nti na se muda ho. O ka se na mama call dem ho no. Na se muda ho say. And when I'm so okay, let's go. Me tena ase a. Tese omo table kitwe bi ho. De yesu to ba no. Ye twetwe tese nkwan ni nyina firi ho. E ma ho clean. Na de ma me ni gin ne se fufuo no. E ho na mu say Jack, fufuo ye. Me koye no. Se wokọ na se fufuo no. Mienu chance mienu si table no so na ba ko sa si form a. De si form no eye nkwan spare. Because esun mienu no eye fufuo ne nkwan. But the moment e be ma spare no na say ye jiwudi. Many bowl table no so na in chance a plate mienu ne si so bowls. Say ba ko ye fufuo ne nkwan. E na e form ba ko sa so si form nice one. Ye fancy form o. Ye de another table bi so de si na say nkwan na nso a. Sa ye dey sa we bi ene se hwenkwan an hwenkwan na wo hwe anhyehyɛ sa na asantefo be sa na tie ma no sisu mina so ye se dey hwenkwan na wo hwe anhyehyɛ introduce say na ase enso sa ebe ne wa ase trim se ayo sa ase hwenkwan na de hwe anhyehyɛ se wa mesrew bebi a wo bia Kevin maba me pese chese be se mu keke ma me se was say she's very nice or sre chese ma me se me hu ni cafe na me ko hu ma me se wa ai cafe na mko ma me se wono na eye sremni ga bi na hweso ga no ho efe bruta Fatima enti me koduru ye no na ma me se wa hu se mo cafe ho na me sike sa o de no meba cafe no story se na me hu ma me se wa kwa man kan kire mo cafe bi o me ne macho man ne ko ye macho pipi ya macho man me macho man mo amunim Germany ha me ne macho ne ko cafe ho e na me ko hu na target na kasa kra na cafe no ga na cafe ho no ona na shoot and kill. Much of the Bagachina also boga. Where they shoot and kill. Cafe fufro. Get out here on warfare. It is shoot to kill. When they point and kill. Into any day. We be not a you wa. Asasa cafe no yentia. Iti na a year in point and kill cafe the okoro. But you could do another. Mamma said was your angel waba. Just say on it. Mamma said wa. Obibegas were distracted. One distracted. Because na a point to kill na yeko. So much of a farm me nice, much of a santion when she done fe. Into men of a farm say, or the may call aquaji points. Into your catches where they shoot to kill. Cafe na fufro. Get no hono. Tenny gab no fen. Ha! It's your call and mamma say why and whom I'm so friendly. Nice a tenny on Tinimsa and mamma say why shoot to kill the chair and I say minute, mamma say why and antia. And to go pure and if we na dena de fufuo nim say ma me de fufuo no to ayewa na efre ne tino muni ma ayewa na efre ne tino de ne night tre no aha che say ma me de fufuo to sa ayewa nim ana ma me no do e na me mu say ma me say o ma me we nipa o ye nipa say me do ma me no otwa me fufuo entoa mienu fufuo eto pa fufuo pa bodia kom kwase ampa yi bi de wo ye amwako wa wo ababa komponim fufuo na so say and we yi line 215 bat crack sa na frɛ no line na dead 215 frɛ no bat crack na ma me ni fufu entoa ba kwato de ba kwato and bat crack and like dem me say we nkruma tua ha and we de de be fika just say fufu mu decorations fufu mu continental inti abiesu no na eguayiwam dade ayewa no eno yare anim and na nan miensa inti dade da peg o table do so sa dade ayewa de friend teen utipe na mu ayetin because omorewa na ate because inside the dot bi wom inti sa ayewa de friend teen me ko na fufu do gu team and I'm saying ne ebe yirma inti wana mama say was very nice me na didi bom a very nice person mama say wa oh nyame shira mama say wa mama say one thing na me tia ka me no nsam mama say wa biesu can feel free no yi no agusu no yi ase I or the sabon so horn san or the mama say so fie ni or the sabon so horn san no yi ase no the fufo enkwan kakra gusu na ewuru ase no na I say efufo na mama ni superku kakra twimu enya fo into what superku kakra bi I say about 18% superku ni nem hey mama say mama ni mufo ewrade na mama say wagu oyinam onyi wieda come your boy me yema hunter santa me back Mrs. Parky ebe 18 on picture bi na nkofo de church say mo hwe Kevin Taylor na so picture bi na nkofo de church na me hwe why said aha my say amane hunter say Somalia Mr. get me that picture so picture bi na nkofo beto this is Kevin Taylor me photo me ko twa ya me ko me passport picture masa so picture no me wife dey try me o ai me yema hunter me tifu for mo 9 packs wa 18 me chen crocodile mecha den chem pam men kasa nyina gumi yam mama say was eat and feel free me say no problem e wana me yesu also we so cut we calorie set nipa e fucking into fufu so de one is so what na santiacha we no so obeti fufu a we mienu ye defense we mienu eno na esotin ayowa no ha no onse ayowa no omo e wokon into wutwa fufu na e wo se unya ade e beso ayowa nim enya sa wantwa ne netumi pia ayowa man kwan bogu ho into so nim fufu de a nsam mienu we mienu de we kire no we no mienu no we no e klepo ayowa na no ene klepo ayowa na se na be ya utwa entumi entim fa so because fufu no you know dance your friend is saying ayowa no the night three no ana sometimes na sleepy kakra into wo de sa mienu we ene de choko into utwa I say untwa we no mo amuni fufu di no into the we no block ayowa no near the we no I close gap no into we friend blockage accidental blockage no now with the way near air attacking cat into one am okro mensa na me di simu into me trying say no mind say mama say was me ferry madam for pan no na me tum the way no into we no ene di botokuro no e ofufu nim on say wutwa na the way na bo mu tokuro no na wo di asa na say no mama say why yigu so awawai apatre eye den adwebanyo nkwan eye sardine kakra bom e supeku na eyi say fufu no say intercontinental mama say wa mama nyame sure mama and I just say yeah di bibia call down me finish bibia easy and my Mr. Waka, so you want to go say bye to my mom? I'm so yeah. To my many peers, oh, Kevin, I'm so my Kevin, and the one we are mistaken, I'm a boy, also. I'm so my Kevin, also Kevin, and then you come tomorrow, right? Or Chamba Saba, and I'm so we hear my Mr. When John Dumelo Naba. Do you think I'll make time? And my Mr. I say yeah, we can come here. Man, I'm got time. Now I'm got time. I'm about Makasa be paid, and I'm sure my Mr. When your mom says, oh yeah, your ma, or about tomorrow I'll bring him. Come say dinner as I said, we got catch the macho man. Dinner, myself book dinner or 5:30. And I'm so man, Kevin bro, I have bra. You're so beefy, or so beefy. I'm coming to unim. Refugee that you know when you know, Mammy unim, Mamma saw will be a meow, Mr. Fremy. Na unukunu, na at the pabia, best of a catcher, my catcher.